Welcome, welcome, welcome. It is October 23rd, Thursday, as of 2025. Welcome to all the viewers that are out there watching this absolute audio shit show of a podcast. Welcome, my friends, Jackal Designs and Pasta. How are you guys doing today?
I'm good. I'm good.
Happy to be here.
Thank
Yeah.
you for joining in. You know, like my normal lives, you guys are in the comments sometimes, and Jackal Designs, my friend Paulo, was with me at the audio show. So I want to showcase a little bit about what we were up to. And then Pasta, I mean, you were displaying at this show. So this is the chance to kind of see photos from around the show that maybe you didn't get to see.
Yeah, I missed everything, so I need this.
Right. I don't know if it's just me, but I'm getting I'm getting a feedback from you.
Do you have anything open? Like, is it playing somewhere else? You need to close
Maybe.
wherever it's playing.
His stream is open. I just did that.
Yeah, if we're watching the streams where I pull that up on my phone. Let's make a thing of it. Let me find out if I'm actually live on my phone.
Oh, yeah. Because
So
I
I
was
got a
checking the phone as well.
notification. Be like, yeah, see,
Yeah, I had to mute you on YouTube.
yeah,
Yeah.
okay. So
Because
that's good that
it's
it
the
works.
delay in the whole stream. Yeah.
Everybody's confirmed. Oh, I know that Alex is hello to everybody watching, and Boone is here. Ancola, hello. Larry, what's going on, man? He's at New York right now. You're in New York right now, aren't you? Jesus Christ. If you guys are setting up in New York, is there anybody with a phone that can do like a walkthrough with us? That would be really cool. Just to get a preview of like before the show at New York. You need to pass that by the boss first.
Yeah, we need a sneak peek.
I'm at the store. Would love to get home late. So I'm going to tell Alex, hello to everybody. I'm trying to manage a lot of people that are backstage that want to come watch this. I swear I will get to my photos in a little bit. We are going to be talking about the Toronto Audiofest 2025. And I mean, all the people that I've decided to bring on, or at least talk about this show, have some significance in the audio industry and things like experienced perspectives on audio in general. That's whom I'm going to be co-hosting with today. So thank you everybody for watching and sharing this link and joining from all over the world right now.
I should probably do
Larry's saying, nah, man, I'm still in. See, dang it. You were so close. You were like my go-to in that moment. And then the audio is okay for the viewers. Awesome. Thank you very much for the feedback. I do appreciate that from my viewers. I know that 80% of my viewers watch from a TV, so you guys can't type. You're just lurking from a TV, and I appreciate you watching. But the feedback would be great. We'll get to Alex in a bit. So yes, Toronto Audiofest 2025 was a week ago, right? Thursday, Friday? It was about a week ago.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, already?
So yeah, we've moved on by a week already. That's crazy.
The trauma is still... No.
We all have Audiofest PTSD. Is that what it is?
We do.
No more speakers. No more headphones.
I close
Yes.
my eyes and I see like 2 channel setups. And, like...
Cool. Looks like our friend Nick from Black Ocean Audio should be ready. Let's bring on Nick. Hello, Nick. What's going on, my friend?
What's going on? How is my audio? Is it okay?
It's a little bit low for us, but I can hear you.
Here. Christ.
Pros at audio, not necessarily audio video.
No, I just tripped on. I pulled my camera cord. That's.
Yeah, you're all good.
Okay.
You're all good.
Hey, how you doing, man?
We're good. I'm happy to have you here because your perspective on audio is also as unique and valuable as much as anybody who is at this show. And as we go through this photo scroll, is what I'm calling it, I'll be more than happy to get your perspective on everything and then provide some insights or feedback on what you see.
Yeah, this is going to be cool because I obviously didn't get to attend this show as it is international for me. So, yeah, this is going to be great. Cool.
Awesome. Okay, so I'm going to bring on the photos. We're going to start from the very beginning, which might be a little boring for some, but we're going to go through it as best as I can. Let me squeeze scroll, trying to move everything around on my screen here so it makes sense. All right. So Toronto Audio Fest obviously is in Toronto, Canada. As you say, it is an international show. So we a lot of the locals did show up, but then also some like playback distributions from, I believe, the US had a room this year, which was cool, and I was curious about it because I've seen them in Florida, but I didn't expect to see them in Toronto. So it kind of makes sense now that brands are crossing the borders and they're having distribution and stuff like that in different places. I know brands are going to be representing all over the place, but distribution, I was surprised to see that. Our happy headphone area was one of the fun items that were displayed there at the show. And yeah, it was at the Toronto Airport show, and this is one of my magic shots where there's an airplane here taking off from the airport across the street. I just wanted to capture and showcase that, yep, indeed, there's an airport there, as nerdy as I am about it.
Who are the organizers of the Toronto show?
By name or by company?
Just by like, in general, who are they and how do they relate to the industry?
Okay, so by name, Sarah and Michelle, a partnership, they have been running the Montreal audio show, I believe, for more than 20 years, maybe even more than 25 years. And I believe that in here we go. That's right. Alex, he's going to know more about this specifically, and he's at work, so I can't bring him on yet, but when he's ready, I need him to say so, and I'll send him the link.
Okay, well,
but he's one of the vendors, one of the helpers with the show, and can answer some of those details. So also, I would need to make sure. Why? I don't mean to cover your face up there, Nick. That's terrible. This should actually be raising above the video here. Somebody acknowledging you. What's up? And GT, is this Trones? Is this Trones changed his name? What's up, man? And then True Voice of Reasons here. Awesome. So, yeah, 2018, I believe they did a Toronto audio show, and that was the first year that I got to experience in Toronto. So they're the PMA magazine. I'm sure that maybe you remember some of the publications that I was part of.
Yeah.
So they are also responsible for that. They're PMA magazine, but I don't know that they have another company name, but essentially that's who's behind the show.
That's cool.
So that would be the shortcut answer is the PMA company people. They organize things and then things get published in the magazine. So it's essentially PMA. I believe even the booklet. Do I have the booklet?
If I may,
am I a complete
Sarah,
shithead
She
here?
makes the best brownies. That's all you have to know about Sarah.
The brownies, yes.
You forgot the brownies.
I didn't even have the brownies. I saw them and was like, that's gonna make me hurt.
You
I
asked
need to bypass these.
Who Sarah and Michelle are, and you got to answer with brownies.
Yeah. So there's the Toronto Audio Fest pamphlet, and then PMA is right there. That's the sponsorships of the show. I guess, yeah. It's kind of like its own thing, its own website. It's, so when you look up torontoaudiofest.ca, then it's on its own. So I wasn't 100% sure.
That's good. You basically did answer my question. So
okay, cool. Yeah. Somewhere in the ramblings of ADHD and distraction, I managed to get it out there.
All right, I picked the piece.
There's a Sasquatch spotting on our first day. This is early on Friday, I believe. So some of the vendors here from Inuos at the EQ audio booth, just setting up. And I happen to, I'm like paparazzi. I have my camera out, so I'm just taking photos of absolutely everything. And the Chris O'Neill table had the Gashelli Labs, as well as a lot of his like wood carving headphone stands, all that stuff in the front. We'll get to, you can kind of see them in there in the background, but yeah, they kind of look like a gooseneck. So they're called Grumpy Goose. You can see here. Let me see if I can zoom in.
I think that guy sells a lot of product.
Yeah, I believe so. It seemed like, and he got a prime table. I mean, like he's right in front of right inside of the entrance and right before you get into the rest of the hotel. So this main hallway, he's essentially behind me at this point, and the entrance to the whole show is right over this guy's right shoulder. So you come in here, this lineup, and then they walk down here, and this is the first guy you see. So yeah, he had an amazing table there. I mean, he was happy about it.
We told him keep it for next year.
Yeah,
He
completely.
was getting
Like,
swarmed. Like everyone was hitting him up.
yeah,
And this was his first show ever, and he landed this spot. I was like, how? How did you do this?
That's awesome.
Yeah.
amazing. Well, I mean, they did bring, like from last year, they did bring the Earvana, like headphone and mobile audio sort of space. They did bring it inside of one hotel. So now all of that stuff is kind of invited to be in the
Thank
one
God.
space. So that kind of worked out, and his products are perfect for that, to be right in that area.
Yeah, when we were across the parking lot with two hotels, that was awful.
Yeah, it was a little confusing too, because the signage and the directions to like cross a parking lot, two parking lots essentially, because it was the Weston's parking lot and then the Holiday Inn that's on the other side. So you
Yeah,
had to cross
across the
two
road.
parking lots in order to get to another location. Really confusing. So I'm glad that they did figure it out and went with a better solution. Grado, there's a lot of sponsors. A lot of these guys will come into the show and provide not only the product, but they're supporting the show actually take place. So they get a lot of sponsorship places and signage everywhere. It's really cool stuff.
Did you get a
Right.
picture of the booth?
Yes, I did actually. So some of my photos in here, I believe they were separated. I sent a number of really good quality photos for PMA specifically because I was essentially working for them on some of the photographs. So what I'm showcasing here are like my own photos, and some of the better ones, certain angles, certain things that need to be shown went to them, so that that publication will have some of the other quality photos. So this is just my own selections. I can't cross-pollinate. That doesn't make sense. If I'm just publishing them myself, then, yeah, I can't do that. Pretty cool stuff. The whole team was dressed up with this.
That was cute.
these
That was
jerseys.
adorable.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was cute.
It's really fun stuff. Of
Yeah,
course, there's like IKEA-fi, because everything is in IKEA
Behind me.
furniture. Right? Yeah, exactly. And I've
Shit.
got one behind me here too, but you can't
We're
see.
so basic. We're all the same.
I have two on my left and right as well, holding up my surround speakers.
My whole house is IKEA.
And something not from IKEA. This one is the Borson Acoustics M2, but in a special edition, like one of two British Racing green finishes. So I believe the story is the owner, the designer, Michael Borson himself, actually had a personal pair in green, and had showcased it to the distributors. In this case, it was Win Audio. And he's like, I want some of those as well. So obviously the distributor gets a green pair for himself. Much better show this year. I'm Raj Byston. Hello. Good to see you. Glad you can join. It was a really good show. The vibe of the show was actually very positive. I saw a lot of young people. The headphone section was, as you well know, Pasta, you were in the corner, saw it all.
Oh man, I was stuck in that corner.
Is the M series the higher series? I can never remember the Boris.
Yes.
Okay.
The M series is their highest series. That's why this guy's trying to think about, like, how do I get these home without being completely assassinated? He's thinking about it really hard, and ultimately, I think he gave up on it.
It's funny.
Yeah, I do this. This is like my audio files in the wild section, where I capture guys that like walk in front of my camera, whether you're a reviewer or a guest or someone, and I'm sitting there with my camera or more, and you're going to walk in front of me. Like, well, at that point, I have to assume that you want to get featured. So I'm going to capture whatever the most awkward position you need. You are going to show me. If you bend over, you're going on camera. Like, you know.
Noted.
Yeah. So I mean, these were gorgeous to look at. I didn't get much time to listen to anything, if I'm super honest with everybody, because to capture over 500 photos or 1,500 files plus 10 hours of video clips, I was busy. Like, I barely even stopped. Basically enough to just capture some cool images, and then just moved on from there. These ones, the Weinbergs with the Vinnie Rossi set, the Brahma set, preamps and power amps. And then in the other room, he had the Tidal speakers, which I had heard some people say that these were the best or amongst the best. So
hold on, I gotta ask you. Okay, so I have a lot of experience with Tidal speakers because I live very close to a Tidal dealer.
Yeah.
And so this might be a personal preference, and I'm not knocking the speaker because I know it's very popular, but I don't get it. What was your thoughts when you heard it?
Well, I've heard a number of them. He's Win Audio brought the Akira speakers one year, and he brings the Weinbergs like this, but taller tower speakers. And then these like diamond, what are they? Geez, now I can't remember the name of the speaker. Accuton drivers. I mean, they're super clean. They're clear sounding. They sound great in this space. I don't think there's anything wrong with them at all. I like them. So in most cases, and then the way it's set up in the room is another thing. And he's got some pretty amazing gear there as well.
Was it Tidal amps or was it different amps?
Different amps. Quran amps and I can't remember the name of the turntable, and he's got a whole bunch of stuff in the front. I forget if I have a picture of the entire system there. Most of the stuff is closer up and speakers only. So
all my experience has been with Tidal amps, and I would imagine that that's the thing that I don't necessarily care for more than
okay.
Because if I would imagine that if you're saying that they sound great and everyone else is saying they sound great, they probably do sound pretty great. So,
Yeah, I mean, pairings and synergy with any system, and then any room that they're in, of course, that's going to affect a lot of stuff. So yeah, I think that they do a pretty good job. There's good acoustics in that space. It's a little bit of a lower ceiling, so they manage that, but the side walls, the back wall, they're out in the middle of the space, so they have it pretty dialed in. Let me see, what am I missing down here? And what does the M stand for? Michael, like Michael Borson. That's a pretty obvious one. In my opinion, that's I don't know for 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure that that's what it stands for.
Probably does.
Classical music speakers, I call them. I only hear classical. Yeah, that's true. He does play a lot of classical stuff. Pixel Castle, what's going on? Ready to jump in if you need. Oh my God, let's bring Alex in here. Let me see if I can figure out how to send Alex a message. Alex is right here. Send him the link. Cool.
Oh, here we go. Here comes trouble.
Everybody's going to need to, step it up a notch. My whole screen's going to get filled up with images. That's pretty cool. All right. So Dolly brought their new 16 inch subwoofer. So this is a brand new driver from basically Purify built the driver, as far as I'm aware, because Dolly, Purify, a lot of those brands are associated together because of Peter Lingdorf and his team of people. This thing was crazy, like really clean, deep bass from way down the hallway. It was nuts. And of course, people are going to say, why is the surround broken? And to that, I'm just not going to answer. Pure, yeah. It's I want to spell correct that, but I know I don't have to. It's an I on the end. Please, everyone. So this, I believe this is this is a guy from another reviewer from another magazine. We have Alex here. Let's check Alex's audio and video if he's ready. He seems ready. Let's bring on Alex and he can tell the PMA story. Alex, what's going on? Is everything working down there?
What's up? What's up? Can you hear me, guys?
I can hear
Yeah.
you.
Awesome. Is it too loud? Not loud enough?
Oh, you seem okay.
Good on
Is it
my
okay?
end.
Perfect.
Yes, welcome. I know you're at work, and I do appreciate you jumping in. You were always a big part of this show, and I mean, this year you have even more stuff going on. So, congratulations on that.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Sweet.
So to piggyback on the conversation you had about Sarah and Michelle, so you were right. They basically bought and started operating the Montreal Auto Show back in 2005, 2006, if I believe.
Okay.
And this year was our 7th edition at the Toronto Audiofest.
Oh, sweet.
So
So it's the 7th anniversary of Toronto, right?
yeah, exactly. It was the 7th year this year. So I don't know exactly under what name Sarah and Michelle operate the Audiofest. PMA is basically the main, I would say, advertiser.
Right.
They are not part of the organization, and
Right. Okay.
from starting from Montreal in March, it's basically Sarah 100% operating the show. So Michel basically took his retirement from the audio show. He announced it at the event in Toronto
Yes.
last year. So Montreal, Michel was kind of in the background doing a bit of PR, still helping Sarah. But this year in Toronto, basically Sarah brought Dylan as her right arm.
Right.
So basically, Sarah is dealing with everything that has to do with organization, dealing with the hotel, food and beverage, and Dylan was basically helping, contacting all the distributor, advertiser, making sure that everybody complete their form. And stuff like that. So moving forward, it will be Sarah 100% in charge, with Dylan as our right arm, dealing with everybody that will be at the show, exposing. So
Right.
that's about the structure of the show.
Well, nice. And I do appreciate you kind of marking off the details for us moving forward, considering this is their show and representing them in a sort of proxy way. I appreciate the insights there.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, that's great. And I mean, for anybody who doesn't know Alex, and probably maybe have not seen, give us a brief rundown on what's been your role and what's your role now, like what your stuff is, what's going on with you now, and then I can maybe share some more about it later on.
Sure. I basically started working with Sarah on the show last year in Toronto. She came to me with the idea of a headphones focus show, and me and Sarah basically designed what is Irvana now. And then I became a coordinator for the event. So
Right.
last year in Toronto, I was mainly focusing on designing the room, going into SketchUp, and making sure that we can fit everybody in, trying to figure out how we would do it. Would it be only tables? Would we do kind of a living room area, stuff like that? So that's why in Toronto last year, Grotto was the first one with like this couch and table and more of a
Right.
layback atmosphere. And this year in Toronto, Sennheiser, Grotto, Fio, Babelor all went into that mode of like, let's do a living room. Let's people like sit comfortably. And as you can see, everybody else in the Irvana area are more going with tables and showing everything. So I am still working moving forward as a coordinator for Irvana. The only difference is that in March next year, I will also be a presenter and coming in Irvana with a solo audio booth. So I will do both. I will try to coordinate with Dylan and Sarah and make sure everything is up and set up correctly for Irvana and for the whole show. I'm part of the whole organization. So we arrive on Tuesday, and on starting on Wednesday, we are receiving pallets after pallets after pallets of stuff that we have to put on dollies, that we have to bring up to the rooms to everybody. Make sure everybody has their cord extension, has their Ethernet wire. So putting all the sticker on the floor. So I am part of that organization team. But my focus starting on basically Thursday night is to make sure that everybody in Irvana has everything they need, that they are happy. I'm the morale officer for the whole weekend, just walking around the booth, going around. You're good? You good? Yeah, you're happy? Yeah, everything's good? Perfect. All right,
Right.
you're good? You're good? Yeah, happy. Hey, smile. Hey, everybody
And
smile.
the countdown, 1 hour to go, just 1 hour to go.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
got this.
So that's basically my role into the organization. So I came in last year in Toronto, but I've knew Sarah and Michelle for many, many years. Me and Michelle, we've organized stuff with the Conservatory of Quebec City, music event and stuff like
Right.
that. So
Yeah.
so it was kind of a natural progression for me to go there and help them because I previously did Montreal twice, but basically setuping and designing a booth for a store. So I was
Right.
working for that store, designing everything we would do. So when you came with La Liberté for the SVS
Yes.
demonstration 2 years ago, that was my design. I designed the whole
Okay.
booth, where the
Awesome.
room would be. So when Sarah and Michelle saw what I did with La Liberté, they brought me in the team, and Sarah and I designed Irvana.
Nice. Nice.
So that's what I do.
And now you
And
got
now,
your
and
own
now I'm a
shop.
retailer. Now, yeah, exactly. Now I'm a retailer, so I see both sides of the coin. Now I have to deal with Sarah as a exposant, and I have
Yeah.
to deal with Sarah as part of the team.
Ah, awesome. Thank you for the background, and also like I'll leave links and obviously do like some advertising. We'll put the shop name and stuff like in the link so people can follow and figure it out. And that's in Canada. That's in the am I correct to say the Montreal area?
We are north of Montreal. We're about 45 minutes north of Montreal. So
Okay.
it's not necessarily the Montreal area, but it's what we call here the Laurentides. So it's Tremblant, Saint-Sauveur, all these bunch of little village that tourists and rich people love to go and have their cottage, their winter houses.
Great
and, stuff like
location.
that. It is. It is.
That's
My
the best idea.
Yeah, two of my closest competitor are an hour and a half away, so I have
Okay.
nobody
Perfect.
in like 100-mile radius around me,
Smart idea, man, for sure. Cool.
just by the lake.
I need to come and visit. That's for sure.
Yeah, you do. You need
Pixel
to
Cast is
you
like
need
whole-
to come see those R11 that you want so much.
Yeah. That's I've been leaning. Like there's so many different avenues. I ended up getting a pair of speakers from Ed. Well, we can talk about that because I have like 5 folders of photos to scroll through. So we're gonna be here for a little bit if I
Go
don't
ahead.
keep scrolling through it.
I just want to do a quick sideway. You posted a Ellipson speaker on your Facebook page.
Oh yeah, I
And,
just saw something about them.
Yeah, stay as away as you can from them.
Oh,
That's all I'll say. I will not get into details, but stay as far as away you can from them.
Okay.
We have some beef.
Oh yeah, we do.
Wait, I'm paying attention now. Now I'm here to talk shit. So no. You have my attention.
Talk shit about my microphone cable.
I'm on it.
Cables matter, man. Cables matter.
Yeah, I ran home. I ran home to get my little computer and my Rode microphone, but I couldn't find any of the cable. So I just plug a Pegasus XLR in my microphone.
Okay.
So it's a bit overkill for what we're doing right now.
It definitely works.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Aura?
Yeah, these are Cora, the new, what are they?
That one in particular doesn't look good. All the other ones look good. I don't necessarily like that one. I don't
Like
know.
the taller versions of these.
That looks fantastic, but
Yeah.
I'm not sold on that.
Yeah. I think it's different build. You can see this is like
Yeah.
side panels. You can see how it's slotted in on the sides ish. And this one seems
I pay
flush, maybe.
quite a lot of attention to that.
Yeah. The reaching out grill make it look weird. Maybe it's just the angle of the shot, but yeah, the kind of look weird. But I'm sure it sounds good.
Oh, I mean, the drivers are fantastic. They sound they throw incredible amount of power for their size. I mean, the Acora speakers sound amazing. They just throw sound like you just never believe it's coming from them.
That's what happens when you make so like I think that arguably the granite and whatever composite material they use is potentially better than even like the metal that Magico uses and like the monobody aluminum, and like it might just be a preference in sound, but I think the stone is like probably more natural, and when you're hearing that power, I think that's what you're hearing or like not hearing, so to speak, you know?
Yeah. I mean, well, there's a few, including the guys at Audio Group Denmark, that will not agree with aluminum at all. They don't believe in aluminum sounding natural or giving the right resonant frequencies, I guess, across an entire spectrum. So the stone, and yes, it is a stone cabinet, and it's direct from Corey from Italy. If anybody knows Val's background or whatnot and how they came about making stone speakers, you know about the Corys and the relationship there. So yeah, it is stone. It is in the new series. I can't remember the name of it. It does have an Italian name, and yeah, it kind of does look like bamboo. This True Voice of Reason say it looks kind of like bamboo. This is definitely not aluminum though.
Whoa.
That's a Joseph Crow speaker. The dual, I think it's dual tens. Dual tens. All of the CNC machining work is done in house. They make everything in his wood shop.
Yeah, big horn.
Quite amazing. All the horns, all the horn work, all that stuff is all made in house in Canada. So pretty cool stuff. They were really unique to listen to. I mean, I went to that room probably the most overall during the weekend. Did the interview with him. The interview with him is posted, even though people rightfully criticized my video saying that the background noise was way too loud for an interview setting. Yes, that's true. But listen, audiophiles, if you're all about true to source recordings, that's what it sounded like in the room. So take it.
Yeah, and we're on the show, so and we're in an hotel, so it's not like you can isolate yourself from the rest of the show. It's there, and it's loud, and yeah, a lot of people walking around.
Yeah, and I mean, sure, I'm somebody that's trying to capture things, but when they're having a conversation with another client or another person, they're trying to ask details. I don't want to be the one with the camera in my hand to be like, well, I'm more important than your conversation, so you guys have to shut up.
Yeah.
I let them continue doing what they're doing, and I'm going to do my best, so I'm not trying to override what's going on. Anybody at the show is only there for a limited amount of time. It would be arrogant for me to assume I can just take up time and make the room quiet for me.
EQ.
I mean, that happens. Some people require a little bit of quiet, but...
Why?
That was a wild.
Do the Borison were too loud for Irvana?
No, I think they were okay. These are actually pretty interesting, too.
Those stands are wild.
I want to get a pair of these stands.
That is crazy.
I really want to get a pair of these stands. They're Tri-Art speakers. I believe there's the Hartley models. They do have floor standers like this. Altitude Audio Room had the bookshelves, and I have the video of him changing them out. We were literally listening to like the Audio Vector R something
the
R8
R80,
speakers.
yeah.
And he's like, yeah, I got these speakers, whatever, give me a minute. And he swapped them out right then and there and brought these stands in. And then everybody was like, oh, look at these stands. It's so cool.
Yeah, big fan of the audio vector behind.
Yeah, very nice. I mean, they are tall. I mean, look how high that tweeter is compared to the, you know what I mean? But the Hartley speakers were really clear, like super clear sounding.
Awesome.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, I like Pasta. I didn't have time, beside going to see my own distributor, to walk the floor and see what
Right.
everybody else was presenting.
Yeah, so I mean, that's another reason why I wanted to do this, because I know that my YouTube audience doesn't necessarily follow my Facebook, and I've also made images that are Instagram worthy. So now these will go on to Instagram as well to get it out to as many people as possible. Because I mean, a lot of people can't travel to all shows or maybe missed it for some reason. And the reason why I'd like to share the photos is just to give people the idea, like, hey, this stuff was available. This is what we were up to. Yeah, pretty cool stands. Again, with those, we've seen that. There's Ed and Ian just having a break in the hallway. This is Friday night during the I think the pitcher or something, a beer.
The beer,
beer crawl?
Tasting?
Yeah, beer
So it was-
testing and sound.
Yeah. So I was, I got my camera out, and of course, paparazzi. I'm just taking photos, and these guys are having a joke or a laugh about something, and
Yeah, two of the
It's a good
best people in
shot.
the world.
yeah, I'm not that much of a portrait guy, but I think this came out well, so I'm using them.
Absolutely.
And this one, just the rim of the cup is in focus, so it's kind of showcases a bit of,
Photography expertise.
trying. I mean, I'm not that talented. I have some. So at that evening, we got a sing along in at the after hour sort of party. So I was
I
like,
had no
okay.
idea we were surrounded by such talented people. Like
Yeah.
that. Ugh.
Yeah, I invited Pastor. I was like, okay, you've been presenting at the Audiofest for a while. Let me show you the dark side. Like, let me show you what the organization is up to when everybody's out to drink at the restaurant and like alone in the room. This is what we do when the show ends. We
It
go
was
in
something.
we go in the big suite and we play music, we sing, we eat. It's just an amazing. Well, we call the Audio Fest basically the family reunion. So our industry in Canada is so small. It's not like the States where you have like 20,000 reps and sales manager and stuff. Basically, everybody that was in Toronto, that's the business. Besides some like company owner or like KEF manager or stuff like that, everybody is at the show. So for us, it's a family reunion. So after the show, we get in that family vibe of just singing all along, and it's like a Christmas party.
Yeah, it's really nice to see. It's very family oriented, and I found out some sort of bad news. I mean, I do have some really good images from the award ceremony, the 80s party that was hosted, the gala that was hosted on the Saturday night. I had initially recorded it, or at least I thought I recorded it, because I brought my camera, much like I did with last year, the award ceremony with all the that kind of thing. I believe that I did record it, but for whatever reason right now, I'm under the impression that I accidentally deleted the file. I don't know for sure if it's just lost in all the files that I had, but I think the video of the whole thing is lost as of now. So thank God I was taking photos with my new lens, because otherwise my perspective on that moment would be completely gone. Yeah, it really sucks. I don't know how that happened or whatever, but yeah, the full video of it's probably gone. Anyhow, yeah, this is believe this is a new Burmester Streamer preamp, and they have it like jacked up on these stands. I don't know what's going on here. Anti-vibration.
Kind of a competitor to Iso Acoustic.
Oh, okay. That's what
Yep.
it was.
Yep.
I'd spotted them. I'm like, yeah, this is interesting. They're suspended the chassis in the
Mhm.
room. And
Yep.
I mean, it was a great room. This is the Monacoustics room. I'll show the speakers here in a minute.
They should have taken the feet off though.
Right.
Yeah,
The other chassis. Yeah. Yeah. That's the Monacoustics Platimon with the VC1
damn, that's a beautiful speaker.
extender.
Wait, this is the one room I think I went into.
Yeah.
This
Really good
and-
sounding.
What was it? 346. You'll get there. The wooden. Oh, I can't wait. Okay.
Yeah. Then
Damn,
these.
that Burmeister is so beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah. Platimons.
Yeah, this is interesting.
Yeah, so these ones, I don't know if that's a stand or if that's a bass extension chamber for this speaker, because this is essentially like what I have at home now,
I'm pretty
which
sure
is hold on.
it's just a stand.
Yeah, this looks like it's just a stand, a solid wooden stand. So this is like similar to my Radiant Acoustics, where it's an AMT tweeter with the Purify drivers and radiating Purify drivers on the side. So, I mean, they sounded great, but I don't know much else about them. They're a fairly new company. If you guys excuse, I'm going to leave this image up. I need you guys to hold the fort down for a second, and I will be right back.
What
Oh
happened?
God, what do we do?
It's over already? We just
have-
started.
I have to keep muting myself because my cat has been quiet all day and now he's screaming, just screaming.
I want
just have to
attention.
yeah. Just keep muting myself.
Can you tell me why the Ellipson people were so difficult?
Which people is that?
He said that they were difficult. Yeah.
Me, who's difficult?
Oh,
Ellipson.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I'm not one to bash against competition, but basically, the problem I find with Ellipson is they don't create anything. They copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste until nothing is good anymore, and then they bring that product out. So they yeah. It's just that I've sold those products for many years, and it's not great sounding. Every technology you find in an Ellipson speaker, you can find better used in another brand and stuff like that. So they are a friend. Basically, they are not a audio company; they are a design company.
Yeah.
So their big product that made them popular is the Sphere. If you Google Ellipson Sphere, you're going to see it's just a ball with a little speaker that you can basically put on the ceiling, put on a stand, put on a cabinet. They made like a lamp with many little balls, and all these balls are little speakers. So they make product for like hotel and restaurant and showroom. So they are a designer brand, not a audio brand. So everything they do in audio, they basically just take the technology from somewhere else and put it in their product. But because they want to be cheaper than the original, they're not gonna bother with making a good speaker cabinet or making sure the plugs at the back, the connector are well made, or they're certainly not using Furatech connector. So
right.
They go for the cheap stuff, and it shows when you get these speakers in your showroom. I was helping open a store in Quebec City, and the Ellipson guy came in, said like, "Hey, you know what? I just want you to try this product. Here's like 3 model, 3 demo, no charge, everything. Out of those 3 demo, 2 were damaged and not working. So we just called back the guy and said, yeah, come take back your shit. We don't want it. we don't care.
Yeah.
So
you know what? He probably doesn't care either. That's the unfortunate part. So
yeah, exactly. So the Sphere is the last real product that Ellipson really developed and manufactured. Otherwise, it's just, like I said, copy of other technology done not good.
What? Where are they from? Is it a
France? Yeah, it's a French company.
Okay, yeah.
So that's the design part of it. So it's basically they tried to be a Devialet, but without the expertise and the know-how of Devialet and the design philosophy and the sound philosophy. So they basically just make beautiful things that sound not good.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Yeah. Not horrible, but not good.
All right.
Like, it sounds better than a GBL Bluetooth speaker, but not much.
But barely. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if it's the same stuff they have inside both of them, it's gonna sound the same.
So yeah, that's my little rant against Ellipson, and that's why you basically don't see them in shows like serious show. You're gonna see them like in home and design show, but you will never see them like properly at a audio show.
That's good to know that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where did our host go? Did he?
He disappeared.
He didn't do what I did. Basically, lock the door, make sure nobody comes in. His pizza just arrived.
Oh,
Wow.
maybe.
I don't know if it does, but
Yeah.
I'm just.
I doubt it, but
Hey, what's up?
Hey, sorry about that. I'll explain later, but some of you might be able to guess.
Yeah, it was a pizza, wasn't it? He said you just got pizza.
Special delivery.
No,
Yeah,
not
definitely
into
pizza.
your soft pans.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, thanks for holding it down. I missed all of that. I'll watch it on the replay. You don't have to tell me what it was about.
Just bashing Ellipson.
Okay, well, fair enough. I'll showcase something here that's not that bad.
PMC, yay!
And these I'm actually super interested in because one of our friends of reps now, Ian, has also got PMC on his side. So
Yep.
this new series, I was kind of arguing with it. I mean, maybe I should ask your opinions with this sort of design. What do we think and feel about this contrasted ring around the speakers? I personally am not a fan of this trim ring. If it was all one color, I feel like I would like it better.
Yeah, I don't like the aesthetic of that speaker, but I that speaker sounds really good. They basically just took their Pro Audio line and like moved the tweeter and mid combo package into like tower speakers, and it's one of my biggest competitors, and I think that they sound great, but I do not think they look super good.
Yeah. I mean, I understand why the geometry around the tweeter, like from the Pro side, we know that this is effective.
Yeah, well, and it's a pre-built piece, right? That's one thing that gets
Right.
and they just drop it in. So I mean, that's why that looks that way. But
Yeah, exactly. So basically, that ring is not for aesthetic. This is the suspension for the drivers.
Yeah. Okay. So when it's mounted in the cabinet, I mean, the hardware is hidden kind of behind what they usually do. A lot of companies will have the same sort of thing. They have this like plastic rubberized ring that covers the hardware because that looks a little bit better. But then at the same time, you've got this other color here, which is what you're saying is a suspension. So it's actually part of the build of the cabinet.
Yeah, they could have done black.
Yeah, so basically, see it as kind of a silicone ring that holds the cabinet and the speaker unit together.
Yeah.
It's better than silicone, but yeah, that's what does this effect. So I agree, they could use like a coloring into that silicone to make it like disappear into the speaker, but I think it's part of the aesthetic of PMC to kind of make the driver be the center stage, not the cabinet.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense. Because a lot of the other stuff is relatively similar as well.
Yeah, Q Acoustic does something similar too, where basically the driver unit is all black, but you have the wood cabinet going over the unit. So you have that contrast of color between the cabinet and the drivers.
Yeah. I mean, it is common. I know that a lot of brands, and I mean, even like our cars and a lot of stuff is done that way. There's a contrasting contour color and that kind of thing. I guess with speakers, like let's go back to the KEF R11s, for instance. The KEF series, the R series, is the kind of series in them in general where they'll color something, sure, but it's all one color. The whole thing is white, white surface, white drivers, white tweeter, white waveguides, white hardware. And then if it's black everything, black drivers, black, waveguides, black hardware. They'll change everything around. So it's all one uniform looking cabinet.
Yeah, until you get to the reference series where you have a white cabinet and blue driver.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have
I
the
wish I
black
could afford
cabinet
that,
with
but
with the copper driver. Yeah.
yes. Yeah,
I don't know,
just something.
the gold driver on my blue R3 are very beautiful.
What I was actually thinking would be really cool is if I got ordered the R11 white cabinet and then asked them for all black drivers. And just swap them out, and then I could have a white cabinet with black drivers and a black cabinet with white drivers.
Yeah, the blade effect. If you buy the blade in white, the driver are black.
Right. Yeah. So here, just a couple of components, couple creative shots. I'm going to try to go through it so it's a little more interesting.
We're talking design and stuff. If you go back a few pictures to that cord preamplifier and stuff. See, that's a design that I will never stand for. You could tell me that this is the best sounding amplifier in the world. I will never put that thing in my house or showroom.
No, I mean, it is pretty blingy. I mean, with all the lights on it.
It is way too Star Trek for me.
Yeah, and the finger cutouts. It's yeah. I hear what you're saying. I mean, I remember buying a chess set one year a long time ago, and it was so smooth to the touch. The finish was so nice. The tactile feel of it was amazing. I mean, in your audio gear, I don't know that you need finger cutouts for buttons. And then are they squishy? Does it feel like a gummy when you press on it? I don't know.
No, it doesn't.
To be honest, when companies do things like that, to me, it's why did you spend the extra money and time on it doesn't have any effect on your product, and as your friend said, it might actually make people be I don't care if it's good, it looks stupid. And this is one of the products, I agree, the aesthetic of the cases does not match how good it is. It is one of the best products out there, and completely ridiculous.
Yeah, it might just be a gimmick.
That's why I'm a big fan of Eagle and SPL. Basically, the money is in the cabinet, not the cabinet itself, not the casing itself.
Right. Yeah, I'm leaning that same way now too. Where I like a speaker still aesthetically pleasing. Don't get me wrong, but everything else doesn't have to look like anything. No. I mean, my amps now are about as bare bones basic as you can get, but the performance inside the chassis is built to such a degree that I'm willing to actually bring them to a store to have them compare against somebody else's amps. They think they're not that great. Well, my monoblocks only weigh 8 pounds. I can bring them up to you in a backpack. Let's go, 1-to-1. I would really love to hear it.
Yeah, view meter are beautiful, but when you have to spend time doing it, put some light in it and stuff like that, well, it's time that you don't put into your electronics.
Right. Like I was saying recently, I'm I don't care if your chassis looks like a Bentley from the outside and it sings to you when you wake up in the morning. If you turn it on and that thing hisses in your ear, I don't care. It fails. It needs to be dead silent. Yeah, that was a big thing this year for me, is to try and figure out, why is my electronics hissing? Why is there noise in my anything at this point? And you're spending multiple thousands of dollars. That should have been figured out. But, maybe it's my apartment. I still need to research and figure out exactly where or how it's coming.
What's your power bar?
Yeah, exactly. Am I just using a generic...
What's your power bar, Joseph? Tell me, what's your power bar?
I don't even know the name of it, but it is... I think it's a Furman surge protector.
Yeah.
So, but the thing is, with multiple units plugged into it, one of them doesn't have anything and the other ones do. So to me, then it's not automatically the surge protector, because if one of them passes, then it can't be coming from there.
I'll send you a PQ707.
Anything at this point. I will gladly be audio non-monogamous. I will accept whatever you will send me at this point. As many in one room as possible. All mutually consenting, of course.
That's the only way to go, man.
Audio non-monogamous. I'm going to create a new fan club. Absolutely.
Start a podcast.
All right, what are we looking at right now?
Yeah, it's the Angela Gilbert Young system, the blue circle gear that they create, and I mean this is the preamp, and I did an interview with George from Entract Audio, so he explains what a lot of this stuff does more detail than I can recite right now, not off the top of my head. What I do know is that the preamp has multiple different sort of sounding changes that you can do, all analog, and it sort of like brings in a tube effect sound with a mix of like solid state sound, and it's like a preamp, but it's got its characteristics built into the dials, and I don't know how they do it, but I mean, we know that AGY is a genius in terms of these things, so that, I mean, if you can build an amplifier like that, I mean, obviously you're pretty special. And if you didn't look at it before you heard it, you wouldn't know what was going on.
That is insane.
Right? I mean, it looks wild, but it sounds great. So, I mean, if we're talking about this, it's only the sound that matters. Close your eyes and just listen. Then there you go. Pretty cool stuff. Yeah.
Crazy.
So yeah, that interview will explain better than I can about what the dials do and how they bring the sound in and changes the characteristics and profiles. And they have their own channel, so I'm the photo guy. So that's the details. I welcome everybody to do the research and check out everything for yourself. It was just really nice to catch up with them this year. MoFi Electronics, that's the 888.
Yeah, Force Focus.
Yeah, really cool stuff. I just wanted to get some details on these drivers.
Sure.
Some really close details on these drivers. These were in the Hagel room. So this is actually the Hagel H150.
Yeah, the replacement of the amazing 120.
Right.
Yeah, coming in a store near you soon.
So yeah, pretty new. I know they updated the preamp section. They updated a bunch of different stuff. So this isn't
basically the H150 has basically nothing to do with the H120. Right. So we're talking new power supply, new DAC, updated DAC basically, new preamp for the headphones. I don't think they added the phono preamp on the new model. I haven't seen it yet. But yeah, basically it instead of being the H120 was basically a H95 upgraded, and the 150 it's a 190 downgraded basically. So it borrows more technology than from the higher up than the previous H120.
Class Dolce & Gabbana. Sorry about that. That was funny. I just saw these comments here. Sorry about that.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah. I'm excited. I mean, I have the Hagel P20 preamp now, and they're running my Bucard Audio A10s, right? Mm-hmm. That's already a ridiculous amount of stuff for a desktop system for my computer. It's that really overkill at this point.
But is something, yeah.
But it sounds great. I mean, I can't complain about it at all. So these are the Mako Macaria speakers.
Wow, that is beautiful.
Truly, I mean, I got really lucky in this moment because they have a window outside of the shop or outside of the room, and I caught the natural light from the window shining across the grain work on the speakers. Really, really cool stuff. And I think they mentioned something about maybe lending me a pair. I don't know yet, but I mean, with all the other stuff going on.
Yeah, this is nice. Really, really nice woodwork on the speaker.
Yeah, yeah. And they sound surprisingly great for a pair of open baffle drivers like that.
Yeah.
On some new tube amps. I don't know much about the company. I did get an interview with at this room, so that will be coming later on the channel. It's not produced yet. So more details on the amps and then the company and how everything was set up. A couple of sound demos. Actually, we're in this room at one point, Paul. We were in this room. What did you think about these ones when you were there?
Yeah, they were really, really good speakers. Yeah, you made me like sit in the middle so I could get the full experience.
Yeah,
And,
I mean, if you're not right in the middle for most of these rooms, you don't have that proper time alignment, that sweet spot. Really, it's a throwaway.
yeah, you really hear like the sound, like it engulfs you. It was
Right.
really good.
Yeah, they were really nice. I spotted. Does anybody know whose shoes these are? Don't give it away right away.
I know.
I mean, how could it? I mean, they're unmistakable at this point, I think. Yeah, big shout outs to Audiophile Junkie this week. I know that he had a short stop in Toronto, so I do wish him well, and I'm not going to say why, but you can pick it up from his channel. But yeah, I wanted to pay him the respects, capture the shoes. I mean, I got the wrong shoe in focus, but
Do we know what his day job is? Does he have a day job?
I don't know like specifically. I know that he is a product dealer.
Okay.
For some, either, he does a lot of different stuff, but I know that he is like a partial, seems like a rep, partial dealer for some things. So I think he does sell and deal some equipment or from some companies. So
he just lives a very fun lifestyle that
that
has propped up by something. So
yeah. Yeah, I mean, he runs a couple Airbnbs too. Like he does property. He's into a lot of different things. I mean, I don't want to speak for him, of course. I don't know personally, but I know that he's got multiple knives in the fire, as they say.
Very, very nice dude. Very nice guy.
Yeah, I like him. I like him a lot. Yeah, more of the Joseph Crow stuff looks like SB acoustic drivers. You spot that?
Yeah,
looks like it. I don't know if that's the aluminum ones or does that look like reinforced paper?
No, it's ceramic actually.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Damn.
Dude, I think those drivers sound fantastic, but they don't make them in any other color than white.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Which is completely, if you're SB Acoustics, it's like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Make them black, please, God,
Yeah, and some of the like the Chorus speakers, same thing. Some of them they use the ceramic drivers from Accuton as well in some of them, and some of them are black and some of them are white. So
yeah, Accuton figured it out. So
yeah. Like somebody can do it. Let's see. Golden Ear had the T44s on display this year.
Yep.
Pretty nice red, actually. And these in the room, these sounded like absolutely wild.
So these are the last speaker that were built and tuned and wired by AudioQuest.
Okay.
So moving forward, basically Golden Ear has been bought by the Paradigm parent company.
Yeah. PML.
Yeah. So
call it.
Yeah. So basically, when AudioQuest bought Golden Ear, they made the T66 first, with all basically AudioQuest wiring. Everything inside is AudioQuest wiring, and that was the last one they made before they sold back the company.
Right.
And that's because that's why that red is specific, because it's the AudioQuest red.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
You will never see that color again moving forward.
For their models,
if Paradigm take over the manufacturing.
Gotcha. Yeah, I I know a small little bit thing or two about some of their manufacturing processes. I'm not going to tell that story more than once now. Uh, so yeah, I got to move on. We're going to close that one. I'm going to call up another folder.
These speakers are insane in a home theater setup. If you put like the T66 at front and the T44 at back, without even a center, it sounds amazing because these subwoofer can be basically split to be driven separately.
Right.
So you can drive the speaker with your amp, and you can drive the subwoofer separately. So it makes for like a full subwoofer experience all around you. It's freaking amazing.
That's cool. Yeah, and I mean, I know that a lot of their processors actually have like multiple sub outputs, like 4 sub outputs, and their Arc Genesis system can actually multi-tune subs for the room. Mm-hmm. So if you use the multi-subs in room, then you can actually have them interact correctly in that space. That's really cool.
Yeah, so you can have like a 4.0 sound systems, home theater system with those T66 and 44, and it sounds amazing. I don't really like, not enjoy them, but I'm not wowed by them as a stereo music listening. But if you are into home theater and you want to simplify your system, Golden Ear is the way to go.
Yeah. I mean, Definitive Technology has a similar thing. There's a couple of other. I mean, I don't know that the subs are separate in those, but I do know that they're built in. So yeah, but it's one way to simplify the system. You have like 1 less box or 4 less boxes and subs built in. Yeah, pretty cool to have full range all the way around. Yep, and two more folders ish to scroll through. Now, I won't say anything first. You guys can comment. What do you guys know or think about these so far?
Show me the cables.
Turn them around.
Turn them around.
Actually, I'm curious about your opinion of the Bororson, because you were talking a lot about them going before the show, and I want to know how impressed you were with the speakers and the Axiom amplifier.
Yeah, they had it was the AVIC U288, I believe. So it's a new integrated streamer DAC amplifier all in one sort of unit that they had it wired to. I might have images of it here somewhere.
And what's specific with those cable? Are they your cable, Pasta? No?
I just can't judge until I see the cables. I didn't hear these. Again, I was stuck in Nirvana.
If it is in the EQ room, it's not AudioQuest. I can assure you.
100%. Yeah,
he had a great cable display. The EQ room had a wonderful, and it wasn't just AudioQuest. He had a bunch of different cables.
He had no AudioQuest there.
I was talking up that guy, and he had no idea I was in the industry. I was just letting him do his thing and just smiling and nodding. But he was cool.
Yeah. Paul was managing. He was there at some point. They called it the cable table, and it was essentially just the same rack that they have in the store. They brought basically the same thing down to the show and had all the brands of cables at the table ready to view and purchase and everything all at the same time. I mean, of course, you couldn't run like an A/B blind test at the table.
What was that thing he kept putting the cables on a special table with a light? It was so cool.
There's the table. That was the full display.
Mm-hmm. Yes. They talked to this guy
everything down there, basically all the kinds of stuff that you could think about or dream of, or
he had the burner box.
Yeah, that's what it is. I don't think I have a photo of it. I'm still in the same room. No, it's not in this folder. But essentially,
such a wide range of prices. Like they brought everything.
Oh yeah, they had cable from $30 all the way to like $20,000.
Yeah, it was pretty amazing. I love
that. I love that oomph. Because like $20,000. Yeah, sure. Okay.
In a cable. Yeah,
we've seen worse. Do you know about the Odin from Nordust at $10,000 per feet?
Oof.
Never mind. There's ANSUS cables from, the Audio Group Denmark. They have, I think their signature gold signature cables are easily over 50,000, 80,000.
Yeah, so
So,
that's why I don't know
you
why
know.
people complain about the Dragon from AudioQuest. They are not that expensive.
Yeah, 20,000, that's a bargain. What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
yeah, exactly.
I
50,
mean, I
like 30
understand
feet,
why
30
people.
feet for 80,000. That's a bargain, man.
You're saving money. What are you
Yeah,
talking about?
Yeah.
exactly.
I know why people get up in arms about cables, honestly, because it's like it's about diminishing returns is really what the root of the argument is. And they're 100% correct. There is a diminishing returns when it comes to things like that. And the same goes for a lot of equipment. There's a diminishing returns for all of it, essentially. And it's just a matter of what is your threshold? What is your reasonable threshold? And then the other significant part about it is how are you arguing about it? And that's the weaker side of it because the gear has its own properties, but how you're debating it could be weaker than the gear. People's vocabulary and mannerisms and choices of words and references and, data points. I mean, all of that could be messier than the gear itself. That's more noise out of the system than in the system is what my perspective is.
Oh,
So, I mean, I get it. There's a point to it. There is a point of truth to the debates. But God, it's so noisy. The Hyphens made a return. I tried to get a really good close up of their mid ranges, their collection of mid ranges.
yeah, they're
Anybody recognizes this sort of arrangement of drivers? Of Tecton, which a lot of people said looked like spider eyes and criticized them, and now ELAC did it, and Monitor Audio did it, and like 4 other brands did it. So it's like the new norm came from a brand's idea that they just basically shit on. And now what's popular. Go figure. And yeah,
So
my opinion
the
on
speaker with
these.
the Vichy were so good.
Oh yeah, it's a beautiful system. They project like an array,
Yeah,
like a
exactly.
sound array is what
Yeah.
they sound like.
So you see, like you were talking a bit earlier with Jackal, that basically Jackal had to sit at the sweet spot
Yes.
to really get the full imaging. But that's what with the monitor audio I found so impressive is whatever you were sitting in that room seems like the imaging was right in front of you, not sighted, nothing. Everything was in focus wherever you were in that room, and it was magic. Could never
Yeah.
afford them, but it was magic to hear them at
What
the
are they?
show.
140, I think.
Each.
Oh, each.
Yeah, not the pair, each.
You got to double up. Double it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, not compared to these. And these to me sounded better.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually curious what.
The Borison came out fuller than
Yeah, they're
Monitor, yeah.
bigger space, wider. Their ability to extract micro detail from recordings is next to none that I've heard of. I mean, I used to believe, and I still do adore, like a Chorus speakers for how they project sound as well. Very full, very clear. Like I used to say they transported me to the recording space. And now Borison is doing the same thing with slightly different characteristics. Just absolutely phenomenal. These actually just about made me cry one day. I put the right song on. I was just like, oh my God. I can like hear every part of the space that they're in. It's crazy.
Yeah, they did the same to me, but it was because Ed was doing sound testing on those, and we could hear the bass like 3 room further down the corridor. So
yeah, okay. Yeah, they're something special. That's for sure. I had a lot of fun with these. Let me see what else. Gashelli Labs had a bunch of stuff on that table. Here's the close-up work. He does the headphone stands as well as the carving on the cases.
Yep.
So very, very cool stuff.
Beautiful stand. Not a good way to show them at a show.
Well,
You
I
want
caught them
you
in the sunlight here, so this was pretty cool.
yeah, you want to show that your product is unique. Don't put 30 of them on the table.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
Yep.
Yeah, so they're so the visual of them is a little cluttered. You can't quite see. You can't really
Well, I
see what's
was
special.
told you don't want to look desperate at shows. So people encouraged me to take things away as well. So you want to make it look rare.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretend you have two.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They were beautiful. They're well made too.
gorgeous.
It's
Yes,
nice
they
to see them.
were. They're amazing. He works so well with the wood and the way he forms it, and
Mhm.
it's just
Hey,
fantastic.
those are
It's
on my
just,
head.
yeah, these are good.
Oh yeah, cool. Let's actually I want to put you solo. Turn it. Let's show those off again.
Nice.
Cool.
Yeah.
They're really nice. Each pair is different. Each pair is unique.
Is that the new color, Pasta?
This is mine. He made these special for me.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now let's see another angle of those. Geshelli Lab.
Gorgeous. Gorgeous.
Yeah, really, really cool. Catch them in the sun like that. And then one of the rooms that was the hardest to photograph.
Alex
Oh,
has them
sweet! Look at this.
Beautiful.
We're all gonna get a pair.
Is insane. Like this woodwork, the leather work is just
Oh, man.
like Oliver works so well, and they sound amazing. So, oops, sorry, my microphone was away. So yeah, the work that Oliver does on the leather, the wood, that little beautiful like finish with the
He's
flowers.
very talented. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really nice, and it's not just a piece of art. They sound amazing. Like
Yeah.
we talked a bit earlier. If you do something beautiful but it sounds like shit, it doesn't matter. But he worked really really hard to make them sound good, for the cable to be the right thing, and yeah, Oliver is just amazing for somebody who does that all by himself. It's freaking amazing.
I was gonna say made in Kingston, Ontario.
Yeah,
Like what
exactly.
good comes out of
It's in our-
Kingston?
Yeah, it's in their backyard.
Yeah, yeah,
Opal Audio. That's
Yep.
that's
Opal,
what
yeah.
comes out of Kingston.
yeah.
Everybody go check it out.
Exclusive
check
at
out-
Sol Audio.
Yeah. So yeah, we're getting to the end of this one. So the theater space was the hardest to photograph.
Yeah.
I have a couple of images that I can use for EQ that capture the whole space. And this is actually the first time that the Monitor Audio like Synergy series, the Synergy 200 here, was actually shown in a full treated sort of theater space. Apparently, like in North America, they have one in other places, but they don't have one in North America. So I think there's supposed to be one in BC area somewhere, and they want one here. So it was really 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 good.
Yeah.
They had that system dialed in very very good.
Yeah, that's what I enjoy working with EQ and that team, because they are real professional, and they do that kind of installation like so often that
Right.
they are tuned in. Usually you go in a demo for a home theater, and basically what the salesman does is they crank the subwoofer, and basically you just hear that big presence of sound. But in that room, everything was so clean,
Yeah.
so detailed. You could like feel the movie. My only complaint is that room is only beautiful in the dark.
Yeah, it was really dark. I mean,
Yeah, well, that's the
Apollo
problem.
over here. It was darker than this image over here.
Yeah, exactly.
It was worse than that.
That's the
It was
problem.
darker, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because even with a 50,000 GVC projector, as soon as you open the light, you have a
Yeah.
$20 projector.
Yeah, yeah. It needs to be dark to get the full color out of something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why I still like TVs for my stuff and gaming, of course.
Exactly.
So-
Especially with all that TCL, iSense, and Samsung are doing. Like
Yeah.
you can have a 120-inch mini LED TV now. So unless you want to go full 300-inch screen, there's no reason to buy a projector in 2025.
Right. Yeah. The TVs have gotten so great for most normal sizes, 75-inch, whatever you want, even 85 at this point.
Yeah.
It's so reasonable to have something like that, and it works better in most spaces. Yeah, absolutely. So good news for me. I actually have a pair of these now.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm going to put them through their paces once I can get some time to actually do that, hopefully this weekend.
Awesome.
So I've been really curious about them for a while, and this actually has a similar tweeter as the hyphens. So I don't know that it's the same as the new Gold series. I think they're similar, but I believe this has similar tech to the hyphen tweeter. And I believe they're kind of the same. So I'll get more details on it soon. But yeah, I was like, yeah, I'm really curious about this. And the guys were like, oh, well, we have a pair on display. So just, take them home.
Nice.
I was like, all right, cool.
That's the fun of shows.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of the guys don't want to pack and bring everything home. So if anybody's around to also be part of the team, and I'm going to be doing media and yada, 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 whatever that is, I'm blessed and grateful that that opportunity can happen. And I'm obviously, if people are curious about it, then I'm happy to answer any questions about them.
Yeah, rule number one of doing the show as a retailer is don't come back with your stuff. Sell it
Yes.
at the show. Don't if you don't have to pack your stuff back, you're the happiest man in the world.
Yeah. This Avid table apparently is like a new one.
Yep.
Yeah, pretty new. I don't know a whole lot about it. I'm not a vinyl person, so I'm the last person to ask about vinyl details. I just know that all the settings have to be very particularly tuned in order to get it right.
Ian took like an hour and a half to calibrate and tune the turntable.
Right.
And we were the one providing the Grado shell.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, that's a $4,000 shell. And it's in wood. It's amazing.
Yeah, pretty awesome.
Yep.
Okay, we got one more folder. That's the full system.
Yeah, Mishi, what's up?
Yeah, I have one of 4. I need to collect the rest now. It's like Pokemon. I'm not going to be fulfilled unless I have all of them. The CD player, the 2 mono blocks. But I actually really, because my amps are so efficient and sound so great, I really actually want to A/B them against something like this. And the reps are like, oh yeah, these would smoke them, no problem.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know about that. I really want to demo them and see what's up.
Yeah, Mishi is basically the brand that you buy to beat every Macintosh product for like 1/5 of the price.
Oh, yeah.
But I just become a Rotel retailer officially this morning. So
Oh, sweet. So
yeah.
I can pick them up from you.
Well, it's gonna be a while before I can afford to put Mishi in my showroom. But for now, I'm gonna have some of the lower end Rotel amplifier.
Gotcha. Yeah, I was actually looking at that. What's that new one? The new integrated one, the DX RX5. Is that what it is?
Oh yeah, the little
Yes.
yeah, all integrated. Yeah, it's basically in the same design as their headphones amplifier, the DX3. So now they made basically a full integrated all-in-one unit. It's super small. It's basically
it's like
it's
like
the
a
size of
tiny
it's the
shoebox.
size of an iPad, but like 3-inch thick. And
Yes, yeah.
it's really really nice. I have the DX3 for headphones here, and it sounds so good. I love Rotel because it's, how can I say, it's effortless and it tends to disappear in the mix. Like the amplifier doesn't want to be the center stage of your sound system. So I was kind of not septic, but I didn't know the brand that well before I went to Toronto. And with all the conversation I had with Ian and Ed, I kind of came back a believer, and I called my rep this morning, and I was like, you know what, let's do it. Go, send me your
Good.
product, and I'll be a Rotel retailer. So
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I got the P5 in last week and a half ago, right before the show started. And I had the 1590 Mark II preamp to begin with, and that was kind of like my first in with them, and that sounded great. I was happy with how that functioned, pending that one issue that I still need to figure out with my apartment, which is consistent there. Even my Hegel has that problem, and I couldn't believe that happened. So, anyways, I need to resolve that, and then I have the tribute CD player for a very special reason for my room. Kind of wish that was a silver unit, but whatever. So I have that now. So it's like, okay, so I'm kind of going down this Rotel room, and now with that I think it's RX5. I don't remember the model number specifically, or RD5, whatever.
Let me tell
So
you.
now that unit might be able to replace all of the stuff on my desktop, but that doesn't have a streamer built in. It's got a good DAC. It's got a good amp. It's apparently like Michi type quality, very well built, very solid.
Yeah,
I need
yeah,
to run
it's
a
all
separate streamer with it.
yeah, it's all aluminum. I don't know if I said that correctly with my French accent, but
I don't
yeah,
even
it's
think
really,
I
really
got.
good.
I think I got shots of it somewhere.
So
I
yeah, I'm
might
opening
have
it. So it's the DX5. It's the new
DX5.
DX5. Yeah, DX5. Yeah, exactly. So that one is all integrated DAC, but it's the same size as their DX3, basically, which is a headphones amp. So it's very compact for somebody who wants to do like you, like an office desk setup.
Yeah,
You have that little unit in the middle, a pair of bookshelf on the side. This is this is everything you basically everything you need, except for the streaming. But
yeah,
like if you have that on your desk, you can basically just come out from your computer in USB and use the DAC inside, and there you go. You're all set up.
yeah. Basically, that's what I was thinking. But I mean, I know that my computer streaming isn't that great. I used to stream into the other preamp and use the DAC internally in the preamp, and I mean, even a Weem streamer sounds better than the computer. So, and now I have an Eversolo A8 streamer. So it's
There you go.
like now I'm completely set, but that's in the two channel system. At my desktop, I moved the Weem out here. So now that's streaming into my Hagel. But I have like a Hagel preamp and powered speakers, and I kind of want passive speakers in here. So, anyways, the hobby is always just like, what's next? What's next? What's next?
Yeah, it's because I couldn't afford to live that hobby that I bought a store.
Who owns Rotel now? I
Rotel
still
is Rotel.
believe they still own themselves as far
Yes,
as I
exactly.
know.
It's a Japanese family business.
Yeah.
We're
So
like
they
at the
are,
third generation. It was
yeah,
like the grandfather, then the father. Now it's kind of the father son
right,
business. But yeah,
right,
there's still Rotel, owned by Rotel in Japan, and
right,
and it will stay like that because the Japan company and the Japan country, like Korea, they keep everything like inside.
right,
They don't like outside investment and stuff like that.
right,
So that's why you will never see Yamaha or Rotel or what other big Japanese AccuPhase being sold to
right.
Chinese company. You will never see that. The government of Japan will jump in to save the company before that
Yes,
happens.
right.
So Rotel is still owned. It's still a family business, which is amazing.
Everything,
AccuPhase is basically the same. It,
everything Japanese except for Denon. We won't go there.
now, Denon and Marantz are owned by a Korean. They are owned by
By
Samsung.
a Korean company because
Yeah, it's
Samsung just bought that whole
yeah,
bit. Yeah. So
yeah.
except for
Basically,
those.
yeah. Basically, now Samsung own like 50% of the audio world.
Yeah, that's what it seems like.
Yeah.
How amazing. Just we'll see what happens with that.
Well, everything will be ruined. So
Yeah,
that's a
yeah,
good thing.
essentially.
That's the only good thing about Rune being part of the Armin group is that everything going forward
Room
will
will,
have
yeah,
will have
all of
Rune
those units
integrated.
will have, yeah, there'll be endpoints built in. That's
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Yeah. What I kind of I didn't this room I gave it like 3 or 4 listens. I meant to do a full interview on the 4th day or the 3rd day, Sunday sometime, and then I was in there and got some shots, and then my mind is just like, oh, I'm gonna, I'll come back, and some photos happen, and then I totally forgot. I feel terrible about it. A couple more images. I was just really curious. And like these things seem
Yeah, I'm
solid.
I'm curious, Joseph. Can you go back to that streamer? Just that one.
Yeah,
What,
the
what is that?
Matrix.
Oh yeah,
streamer.
Matrix. Oh yeah. That these are amazing.
Matrix Audio. I love their chassis work. They have like these
Yeah.
hexagonal sort of shapes carved
Mhm.
into everything out of the chassis.
Yep.
Be absolutely beautiful. I mean, they just came out with new amplifiers as well. They have like really nice monoblock amplifiers, and I was like, yeah, that would be amazing to have. But I mean, of course, they're couple into the $8,000 and $9,000 range per amplifier. I'm like, nah, I don't think I can do that.
Yeah, and there's a reason for that design, that dots design on the side
Yeah.
and on top. This is not just a visual design. That's basically to help the ventilation, but by using different sizes of hole, you keep the stability of the chassis.
Yeah.
So there's a engineering decision behind that design.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it was a pretty good system.
God,
pretty.
that
I mean,
Burmese
pretty
13.
great sounding in there too. And then more shots. The sun was coming through the light was coming through the window in the back of the room. I'm like, oh, cool. I'm gonna capture the photo angles. I mean, it doesn't do anything for the unit, but I mean, just this part's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Just this.
Oh yeah, it's German engineering at its best. It's both beautiful to look at and sound fucking amazing. Sorry for the language.
That's fine. I think we're far enough into the YouTube algorithm now. It's not going to be listening anymore.
But I don't know who made the comment. I don't know if it was Jackal or the other guy. But yeah, please unscrew those original feet if you are to put razor on
Yeah,
it.
Nick was saying it's unfortunate. I'm not really sure. I messaged Nick, say he could rejoin, but I'm not sure what happened. It just kind of dropped out there.
Yeah,
see what
taking them off would look so much better.
Yeah, instead of them just dangling there, just
Yeah.
like you ever see like people just sitting on short chairs.
Yeah, but at the same time, like I know how it is to set up a room for that show, and
Yeah,
you don't
you
have
don't-
time to turn the unit upside down, unscrew the feet. It's
Yeah,
a good
yeah.
way. First of all, it's a good way to lose them, and you just don't have the time.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
people who set up room, they basically set it up on Thursday night, ready for Friday, except for EQ that needs like 5 days to set up their room.
Yeah, because they bring in
But-
their own walls.
Yeah, exactly. They
So-
bring basically their store. They disassemble their store and rebuild it in at the
And they
audio
built
show.
2 rooms. They
I
had to
know.
build the theater
Fucking crazy.
and their
Yeah, I
own
know.
room that had 4 systems. So
Yeah, and the thing about the home theater, it is in the room that we use as the organization. That's basically the docking.
yes.
So everything come by there. So we had to tell them, hey, you cannot set up anything before Thursday, like afternoon. So
right,
that
because
home
everybody
theater,
else comes through there.
yeah, exactly. So basically, they had to be awake until like Friday mornings, 5 a.m., setting up.
Yeah,
that
tuning
whole-
and
yeah.
calibrating. And
Yep.
yeah, those guys don't sleep very
No,
much
they
at
don't.
all.
No, that's
No.
one of my funny story from Toronto from last year. Last year I was less responsible than this year, meaning that I would stay up late, up to 2 and 4 in the morning, and be up at 7, ready to work. So last year in Toronto, I came down at 1 a.m. Saying hi to the EQ team, doing my morale thing of like just hey guys, you got this, good job, keep going. And I woke up at 6, came down to make sure that everything was okay with the show and everything. And basically Ed and Ian were coming out of their room saying like, yeah, we're gonna go do a power nap and come back for the opening of the show.
Yeah.
The show. So they're fucking crazy.
Yeah, they work real hard. I mean, this year I spent some extra days, came in Tuesday, Wednesday, then kind of blew my shoulder out, which really sucks. And then hung around at the end of day on Sunday to kind of capture the behind the scenes, the EQ experience, as it were.
Yeah.
So that'll be something special
Yeah.
later
All right,
on.
you need to
But-
go up a few picture, and I want your opinion on that. So, how was the full digital Marantz amplifier, $8,000, $20,000 amplifier for you guys?
Well, here's the thing, and I'm going to scroll down as you asked me to scroll up. These new Marantz amplifiers have modified Purify modules.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the same thing I'm running now. I'm running a Purify module. It's a slightly older model, but this is the newest one, and it's enhanced and specially made by the Marantz team. It was
Mm-hmm.
acquired by them. I think it sounds brilliant. I mean, you're talking about an amplifier technology that has immediate response, has
Mm-hmm.
immediate sort of power,
Direct power. Yeah.
96% efficient power
Mm-hmm.
rating. I mean,
Yep.
we're moving that way with everything else in life. And I keep saying this about the technology in Class D in general as it gets better and better. Human beings are looking for a shortcut for everything. You could make a sidewalk that is slightly rounded for people to walk around the sidewalk, and they'll still cut across the corner and make it a line in the grass. Like human beings in general are looking for the shortest, easiest way to do everything. And looking at an amplifier technology that uses less power is more efficient on all of that. Sounds really great on top of it. It weighs less when they mean it to. This is the way of things. I mean, I know that there's a big argument about preference, subjective sound. Class A's got this and this. But really, I mean, if we double blind test a lot of people, could you pick it out?
Absolutely not.
I would love to know if they can
Yeah.
for real or if
Yeah.
it's just a talking point.
No, 98% of the people wouldn't make the difference.
Yeah, I think this is amazing tech. It's all it's
I
sounded
am a big fan
great.
because the problem with Class D is that people think that Class D like that is the same thing that the Class D you get in your Bluetooth speaker, which
And,
is absolutely not the same.
I mean, look at the bridging.
yeah, I know.
These
It's-
are like
oh,
machined
that
copper
machine
parts.
is just amazing. In Montreal, it was the first time that they showed that machine like all in pieces.
Yeah.
And you cannot tell me that this is a Class D amplifier in the pejorative sound that people usually put in that sentence. This machine is just freaking amazing.
It's way, way, way beyond anything. I mean, it might be Class D in nature. It's also dual mono. This is a power supply here,
Absolutely.
switch mode power supply with dedicated rails that have been like super enhanced. And this is another power supply.
Yep.
So it's a dual mono modified purified modules for Marantz with their HDAM technology and the power supply as well. So it's like a degree better than anything else that I've ever seen in Class D, including what Purify offers.
And
it's wild.
did what is his name? Stefan, is it that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it's
believe
Stefan.
so.
Did it make you wait the link, the streamer? Did you lift it up?
No. I mean, I know a little bit about them anyways, so no,
Yeah,
I didn't.
The streamer weighed almost as much as the amplifier.
Yes, yeah, they're built to so much degree. I mean, I watched some of their training videos on YouTube where they go through it and they talk to all their business reps and all that. And apparently there's stuff built into the amps and devices that only the assembling team and the engineers know about because that's how much it matters to them. Like nobody else will ever know about it. But in the assembly and the engineering team, like there's either a name or a detail or a something that's like inside the chassis. It's never meant for users to see. That's how much they poured everything into these units.
Yeah. So basically in the Link 10, every module is isolated with the same copper plate that you have in the back.
Yeah.
So that's why it weighs so much, because basically you have these like blocks of copper isolating every module in the Link, and it's just these three machines, like the amplifier, the Link, and the CD player, just pure genius of engineering. So from now on, everybody who says like Class D is bullshit, I will just pop out this machine and say, bring that home and come back to me in 2 days and tell that to my face again.
Yeah. Well, like I say, I mean, the one thing that we rarely ever get out in the wild is a double blind test, or at least a blind test.
Yep.
And have people kind of listen to it and be like, okay, class A sounds so great, right? Okay. So what's playing? You know, let's do a survey at a show and just see how many enthusiastic keyboard warriors that know exactly what they're talking about can come up with the right answer. And that's the real test.
Yep.
It's cool to just say it from behind a screen and a keyboard, or at least even on a soapbox in a hallway. Be like, Class D sucks, and then
Class
run
D
away.
sucks, my friend. Class D sucks.
But yeah, I mean, yes, I know it's not tubes. It's not, like the AGY stuff is all analog. It's very point to point construction, and I understand there's a finesse, there's a character. I can agree that characteristics can be desirable. That doesn't mean one or the other sucks. It's still very capable.
Yep. And
Yeah, I love learning about some of this stuff.
That is another great example of Class D stuff that does a great sound. That Revo Plus that you have right there, like that whole line of series is sound freaking amazing.
Yeah, this was I believe this is the Joseph Crow room, and then some of the amps were billed. Don Sachs, his name was, and I interviewed him and Joseph together in that video. And then he was explaining about the tubes that were used and how they're wired together, and how how the configuration for these is inspired by another engineer. It's like super cool stuff. So like they're doing things with traditional tubes, but they're doing them in other types of ways in order to pull even more performance out of them. So I think that's super awesome.
Always.
Davis Audio,
Yes.
and then
Davis Acoustic. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, and not all.
yeah.
Yeah.
Atal stuff was amazing. I mean, I spent enough time, and I heard some of these units at the Montreal show. At least these speakers were there in the big
wall
room.
the wall
right?
is awesome.
Yeah, they sound fantastic. They sound huge. I mean, they are pretty big speakers.
Yeah,
they sound even bigger than they look.
I was just a bit disappointed, only for myself, because I heard the wall and I sold the wall for a while. So I wanted to hear the stage, the smaller baby.
Right.
And I really, really wanted to see that new tower that they made in the same design, in the same architecture as the wall.
Oh, yeah.
So I was disappointed. That's not the word,
so
but
they didn't have
I would have
something new.
loved to see the stage, because the only problem with the wall is that people are scared to put them in a room, because, like you say, they are larger. Yes, they are maybe thinner, like they are not as deep as some other speaker, but they are very large, and it is a design choice to have that in your home. But with the stage, which is about like 25% smaller, I think the stage will be a big hit for Davis Acoustic, because I'm sure they also sound amazing, and the technology in there is awesome. It's all wired and plugged by Furatech, so it's freaking amazing.
Yeah, they always sounded good at the shows. I mean, the Montreal show they were in a giant room, and it had no problem filling the room.
No,
so I mean, in
not.
here, I think you're right. The slightly smaller speakers would fit better into more people's spaces.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll look forward to Montreal. Maybe they'll bring them around for that show.
I hope
instead.
so. Yeah, I really hope so.
Yeah, these ones too. Apparently, someone was asking me in YouTube, in one of the comments, they were asking me about Castle speakers. I was like, Castle? I'm like, I've never even heard of these before, but there they are.
Here they are.
I was like, oh, okay. So Rich has got them. Rich brought them into the room there. So
yeah, it's a MoFi product. Yeah.
Yeah, really, really cool to see them come around. So they were actually really good. This comment here is like, how were they? They actually sounded pretty great. They had some pretty good electronics in there, as you can see.
Yeah, basically Richard was running the my favorite Hi-Fi Rose RS-151, which is one of my favorite streamer, and basically everything else was that combo of quad. So you have the 33 over there as the preamp, and he ran two 303 in monoblock configuration.
Yep. Really sounded really good. Yep. And they were going like all weekend pretty solid.
Yeah, that little quad system, for the price, for the size of it.
Yes.
Cheesy.
Yeah, they say they look super English.
Yep. Oh yeah, it's really the 70s and 80s quad look. That's for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty good stuff. Is this the photo? Yeah. I spent a couple minutes trying to get this shot. You can see
That's the money
shape.
shot right there. That is gorgeous.
Yeah, it's amazing, bro.
Yes.
You can actually see the tip of the stylus on that shot.
Yep, yep.
I mean, it's not
Yeah.
very nice here because I'm zooming into a cropped image. It starts to get
But
blurry
it's all
pretty
good, man.
quick. But you can see it.
Yeah.
Look at you can even see that little bit of carving on the front, and it's terrible at this resolution, but
Yeah, it's a nice picture. It's really a nice picture. I'm sure Richard would be more than happy if you send it to him.
oh yeah, I showed him. I showed him when I was in room. It was like amazing. Also, like the color of these, you can't really even see it, but it's a very deep red color.
Yeah. Yeah, they were beautiful.
Hard to capture actually, because in the light it just washes out. So at least in my, semi-amateur photography, I didn't have a tripod set up to actually get the color. This was actually an interesting room. Harken Audio had these in there. I can't even remember the name of them now, but I've seen them before, the speakers, but the sub is a dipole sub. So it was really interesting to hear it in the space. Now it's interesting because Borison Acoustics also has a pair of modules that are like this. Analog filters, all that kind of stuff, the dipole sub. And I was like, wow, I did get a demo of these actually. So it's two facing drivers.
Yep. It's basically the sorry for saying that, but it's the concept of the Sonos.
Sonos sub. Okay.
Yep.
Interesting.
Sonos sub, basically the way it works, and that one I presume it works in a similar way. But basically you have those two facing driver.
Yeah.
Okay. But the tube, the air tube, is basically shared between the two before it goes out. So you have that big resonance box. Like I don't know if you saw the Sonos sub, but it's really, really compact.
It looks like a donut with speakers in the middle.
but basically the way the tube is in it, it creates like that big sound, like you had that big wooden box, but it's so small, and I'm sure that sub would have sound amazing. I just want to do a little comment. I want to congratulate the people who set up that room, because they did what none of the retailer in the world will tell you, which is your sub is supposed to go between your speaker, not on the side of your speaker, for the same fucking reason that your drummer is not on the side of the stage.
Oh, okay.
Have you ever went to a rock show and the drummer was somewhere else than in the fucking middle? So
recently,
do that thing.
Yeah. Recently, they're like, depending on how big,
and put your sub in the middle.
Yeah.
I actually just went to a show where they had the drummer off to the side, and it was the first time I'd ever seen that. It was cute.
Sub on the side.
The drummer off to the side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really
some
nice.
jazz trios, quartets on stage, they do that where piano's on one side, drummers on the other side, bassist is kind of in the middle.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? So like it depends. It's but I see what you mean. Like
but you just said it, because in jazz, the drum is not doing the bass. The bass is doing the bass. The drum is here for the hi-hat and the kick. So that's why they put it on the side, and your bass is in the middle. Because the bass goes all 360 around, which is not the case with your Twitter and mid bass, mid driver. So your sub should be in the middle of your sound system, unless you drive two sub, then you can put them on the side. But if
I have the two subs beside my towers. So.
Yes, because you have two exactly. Yeah. But if you go with one sub, please, people, get your furniture out of the way and put your sub between your speaker.
Yeah. Yeah. Or I mean, like with rooms, because the resonant tuning and nodes and whatnot in your room, I mean, you can place the sub wherever it sounds best, ideally. If in the middle works the best for the staging or accuracy, then cool. Otherwise, crawl around, find out where it likes to sit.
Yep. That is a nice amplifier.
Yeah, this one sounded really good. It was powering those really well. And I got a sound demo of this I still need to work on.
Awesome.
The Mako room full. Look at these, like the what's it called? Via Blue cables all the way around. laced up to the front. It's like a
Awesome.
roller coaster.
Yep.
Yeah, really good stuff.
I do the same in my showroom. I bring the cable at the front of the furniture and stuff to
Yeah,
show the
if I got cables that were as thick as my wrist, I would do the same thing. But right now they're pretty thin, so I have no reason to lace them around the front of the towers. I mean,
I'll
I'm
get
getting
you there. I'll get you there.
okay. I'm excited. I'm excited for this journey.
yeah, we'll work with you. You'll
So-
love my Thunder power cable. They're yeah,
Nice.
big like this.
Nice. I have to wrestle it like a snake before I put it in.
As big as my microphone right here.
Yeah, with time, everything's achievable.
Yeah,
Yeah, you put enough time and effort into it, it'll work.
Yeah.
So these are actually really nice. This is True Tone's room. It was sort of, set up in what I would say is like a realistic space. It's off to one side. It's away from a door. It's in a, you know what I mean? Like they didn't have too much treatment. It's more like what your normal living room would be set up like. So
Well, yeah, that's the philosophy of Michel, basically representing Rega, is that yes, you can go and you can set up a room and you can put a panel on the side, and every store does that. We all create. I did the same. I have my sound room that is all treated and stuff, but I prefer to show and showcase my speaker in the full showroom because it's more representative of what people have at home. So that the Rega team really did a good job of basically showing you like, hey, no system can be placed perfectly in the middle of the room. So let's show you it can sound good without the treatment and without the positioning.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I mean, I like these towers too. This is actually on my very short list for something I may end up with. And they have like a very nice white finish with these ones. So I'm trying to figure
Rigger
out
and
how to.
Monitor must have been a great duo.
Yeah, this sounded great. I mean, EQ Audio had them in the room a couple years ago, and it sounded almost the best. And they like end over end. Ask anybody, they still really like these speakers. So that's the Platinum 200s. Where are we at? So yeah, ATC brought their active speakers. Oh my goodness.
Awesome.
So yeah, it's yeah, they had them hooked up to this Volumio sort of player. Pretty decent. What was that?
Don't even get me started on that fucking thing. That is banned from my home.
Yeah, same for me. This is a Best Buy display unit.
Alex,
okay.
what's the price on that? Do you remember? Is it like $2,000 or something?
Yeah, I know
silly?
I know it's insane, and
We had to pop the button out of it and like fix it and put the button back in.
Oh no!
Oh no!
It was horrible.
Yeah,
I was like, "Get this
it's
thing out of
basically
here."
an Alexa screen.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
horrible.
okay.
Never
Okay.
again.
Don't fuck with that Motivo
And
volume.
it's from Italy. Like I love the made in Italy products. With this, man, it was
Well, I mean,
horrible.
like Alfa Romeo is also from Italy, and I hear rumors about those cars too. So
Yeah, exactly. so basically, the full energy of that unit was put in the screen, and basically not much else.
It's just pretty. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
Well,
it's very, very
thank God ATC brought really good speakers beside
Yeah.
it.
and that's
then-
another. If you want to do a little tangent on active speaker, you'll see that kind of technology pop off from the big brand more and more and more.
Yeah.
Because, well, for one reason, our generation cannot even less than afford the sound system. We cannot afford the home to put them in.
And the space, yeah.
And the space, yeah, exactly. So we're all, for most part, living in condo or apartment. Like the generation of having a big house with big living room and a dedicated room for the audio is kind of vanishing.
Yeah, slowly.
Yeah, so active speaker will become more and more present, and they will be built better and better. Just like you say, the Class D technology is getting every year
Better and better and better.
Yeah, exactly. And it's not like, oh, in 10 years it's going to be better. No, next year it's going to be twice as good as it is this year, and in 2 years it's going to be twice as it is the previous. So you're going to see some crazy active stuff coming up in the next 5 to 10 years.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, as the technology and some like GANFET, for instance, I know a lot of people are like, what the hell? They have another version of whatever a material. I mean, it's expensive now, but so were plasma TVs when they first came out. And then what happened?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, that all changes over time. And, you know, on that timeline scale, I mean, of course, it is doing what it's doing now. And as it improves, it keeps getting better and getting better and getting better. And we will see those prices come down. I mean, there's a bunch of different products that use GANFET now. I mean, even the Definitive Technology M80 speakers that they have, the biggest towers, their subwoofer amplifier is a GANFET Tech amp built into the tower. So there's a bunch of that stuff now being built in. I mean, there's different types and technologies. Purify is not. It's a traditional sort of Class D. Built on, I'm not an amp connoisseur. I wish I knew more about how it was made, what tech it is, but it's not a GANFET. It's a traditional sort of Class D tech. But it will definitely improve. I mean, we were talking about having speakers here that were going to replace the powered speakers I have, which I don't really want to. There's a certain quirk with them that I'm not appreciating. They sound fantastic. Some of their function is different. That's the thing I get hung up on. There's another audiophile in the wild. Just waited for them to get out of the way. This is actually one of the better rooms, like, for lighting. Kennedy Hi-Fi set this room up really nice. Awesome. And they lit the room better than most other rooms. And most other rooms are a little bit dark, and the lighting in here was really nice. I didn't do much justice here with my shots being all kinds of dark, but
yeah, how was that PS audio?
Good. I actually really like the PS audio stuff. They had both of them, both the tower and bookshelf running. Oh, cool. Check it out. We have Michelle from EQ Audio here.
Hey, Michelle.
We have gone over the room so many times, and I think I'm going to end up with that room in the last couple of scrolls. So we'll definitely get around to that big space again. But it's nice to have you here. So thank you for joining. That's amazing. The FR5s, really, really cool. And then Kanto, I didn't expect to see these here, but I was actually a nice change to actually see their models shown. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is a pretty good sounding room. And then we have the Chord Electronics with their finger slots again. And their colors.
Yeah, like, again, I know these sound absolutely amazing. But yeah, that is a look that I would not personally put in my living room. Right.
Yeah, it does seem like spaceship-y.
Yeah.
Like it looks like a panel you'd find on the front of a spaceship.
Yeah, because Nagra is doing a similar design, but the touches on the Nagra make it look a bit more premium, and
right.
And it looked like it was like designed, not put together. Chord's jelly bean aesthetic from from
I see that. Yeah, that's funny.
The Gershman.
Yeah, Gershman acoustics. These were really cool. I mean, look at this mid-range.
Yeah.
Look at this. Pretty wild stuff. So these are the Symphonia, I believe. So it's a separate cabinet for the mid and tweeter, supported by isoacoustics on the cabinet, and
built in
solid.
The isoacoustic. It's built into the speaker, so it's not like an add-on or something. If you buy the Gershman, all the isoacoustic comes with it. It was a collaboration between those two companies.
Yeah, so it was a special damper between those parts. Yeah. It's really, really cool stuff. I'm actually
freaking heavy.
I mean, I regret that I didn't get a close-up of those parts, but
yeah, I had to move them into the room and move them out of the room, and yeah, they are heavy.
Yeah,
not
heavy.
As much as their stone speaker that they brought in Montreal, but still very heavy. I was happy that they would unbuild and it was two pieces, because I would not have moved that speaker by myself in one piece.
Yeah, they're pretty. All I mean, the Acora stuff, same thing. VRC ones are like 400 pounds. This was an interesting one. I'm pretty sure I shot an interview for this one to get all the details, but the same like the award show video, I have to locate it. I don't know where it is. I have to manage my files better, basically, is what I'm saying. I had run out of space at one point. I had thought that I had moved everything that I needed from that card onto my backup drive, and then when I looked for it later on, I was like, where's this file? But anyways, this is like a really, really amazingly built phono preamp. Tube based with like modular parts for the RIAA curves. Some of the stuff can be tuned. There's multiple inputs. I just ridiculous. Absolutely a wild build.
Yeah, this is a nice board. All the details. Yeah, that is amazing.
It's very clean.
Yeah, it
Very,
is, huh?
very clean.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wonder Audio Labs. I mean, it's not even ridiculously priced either. Really, really cool stuff. Really good quality parts.
Phono stage.
Yeah, it's a
Jesus.
multiple inputs. There's 3 inputs, and all of them can be tuned differently. So you can actually have different tunings for different inputs. So
Oh,
you have
okay, I
multiple
gotcha.
turntables.
Yeah,
and
I
you can
gotcha.
change. Yeah.
Yeah, usually when even like the Rega one, if you turn the unit upside down, you have like a little switchboard that you can move
Right.
pieces around depending on what the cartridge is,
Yeah.
what's the tone arm. But these are
This
like
is-
it's not just a switcher. These you have to move like the you have to move the transistor from one place to the other to tune it to your turntable. This
Yeah.
is amazing.
So this is all in one unit.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
is
really
this
good
is
quality
insane.
stuff.
Yep.
Yeah. So I think there's the specs if anybody's curious. You can pause and come back and read it or look it up on the website, and it's all there.
That I just saw like 1,020 ohms
Yeah.
from 10 to 1,000 ohms. That is crazy.
Yeah, this was the cool thing that he was talking to me about. Bernard from Charisma Audio. So the 100 old EQ, so like the old records that were recorded in different formats,
Nice.
says that's included. So it's got RIAA and passive, and then the 100 old. So like really cool stuff that's all built in. Pure silver inductive filters, like crazy build details. Yeah, pretty cool unit. Moving on down this list, I have a number of different shows. We're about halfway through this folder. I have so many photos. I'm sorry. The Vinny Rossi stuff is just amazing. Now that I know that they did have an issue down there in that room. So at the time I got to these, they weren't connected. So unfortunately, we have a number of audio assholes in the wild. And they got up to some no good during the show and caused problems. So
Really? I
very
didn't, I didn't
unpolite,
heard about
you
it.
know. Yeah, we need to have better security in these rooms, I think. Like it's hard to like when you have 3 systems in the room, you can't watch everything that's going on. So that sucks.
You have to tell me that story. What happened? Because I heard nothing about it.
No,
It
well,
didn't
I
come
won't
to
tell the
ears of
story
the
if you don't know
organization.
it. I will tell you
Okay.
about it afterwards, but
No
there was a number of mishaps that happened through the weekend.
Jesus. But yeah, we're talking about design. The Vinny Rossi chassis is just one of my favorite. It's so clean,
it's simple
simple.
and
Yeah.
like so solid. You know, he
Yeah.
builds everything that like to such a degree. It's amazing. It's
that is
very very elegant. It's simplistic and like quality watch design almost.
Yeah,
Very,
this is
very
this is
cool.
an Omega watch. Like,
Yeah.
this is that stuff. Yeah, it's just amazing. They're so
And they're
beautiful.
super heavy. Like you talk about vibration control. Oh my goodness. Yeah, really, really solid stuff.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
that was they
Vinny
had
is doing a good job.
the Weinberg bookshelves, the ones that I was showing at the beginning of the show. That's what was on this system, and that system was beside this system.
Awesome.
So they got.
Again with the Bowison.
Think this was the.
That's
I
the
can't
Axiom.
remember if it was the 588, probably the 588 on this system.
Mhm.
Yeah, really, really good sound, and amazing to see it in that color too.
Yeah, that green.
Yeah, the racing
that
green is
that
so special.
Lotus, old British racing car green.
Yeah. And then the new Dolly speakers that just came out recently, I happened to watch. I mean, they were on the bookshelf, on the stand there. They had beside their other streamers from Blue OS, Blue Sound.
Mhm.
So I was like, yeah, I need to get some close-ups of these because this is their newest little colored babies. These ones in this really nice blue.
Mhm.
Yeah, some of this stuff I need to work on my focal length. I can see that it's focused across this cabinet here, but then everything else is blurry. So
Well-
I didn't do such a good job with these.
What millimeter is your lens? Is it a
I
fixed
think
lens or?
that one I was probably shooting on the 35, and it's like a 1.8 f-stop. So
Nice.
it was, it's really small. I could have
Yep.
done better with these. PSB was in the same room, of course. Fantastic stuff, pretty good stuff.
Yep.
Then this thing,
Yeah, my baby,
One
my
shot.
little baby.
one shot through the window. I'm like,
That-
it's
that-
kind of like I'm visiting a hi-fi at a zoo.
You didn't get into the booth to get any picture of
No,
this?
I did, but it's not.
Okay.
I'm not keeping those photos. I sent those photos to Sarah.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So all of the better, some of the angles that looked better, she has those.
Yeah,
So
that's my baby.
That's for publishing.
Yeah, before the price hike of the HE1, that was my midlife crisis goal. But the price hike just made it that I would put that money into a house instead.
Yeah.
They went from 75 to 90 in 2 years, man.
Wow.
Yeah, that is fucking crazy.
So this comment here, this was for the Vinny Rossi system, I believe we were
Oh, nice.
looking at. And then this is an answer for earlier. So Audiophile Junkie reps for Theoretica Physics, Bach, yes, that's true. Via Blue Cables, Potpourri Electrostatic Speakers, yes, I remember that. Day job is in business accounting of some sort. It doesn't comment on it much. Yeah, of course.
Awesome.
As why would you need to, But we know that he's into something successful. That new silver series from Monitor Audio, they've got a blacked out tweeter instead of the bronze tweeter, which amazing. I mean, I get it. There's tradition there, but
Yep.
this is, with everything else the same color, like this stands out as very like odd for me.
Yeah,
wouldn't want
I like it behind the grill.
Yeah, like this is much better in my taste. I'd prefer that. And then this one, of course, I'm still actually, these ones in a white finish would actually be on my top running right now as well. They're gold 500s.
Yep.
Would actually be pretty nice. Now that I've got the Studio 89s, I'm going to listen and see kind of how that sounds overall. And if I'm really attracted to it, even paired with the subs, or especially paired with the subs, I might just spring up for the towers as well. I mean, the platinums are too high up there, but I'm really curious to see how these would perform. And then Inuos had such a huge presence in these rooms, especially in EQ room. They had so many of these units out there. I'm here trying to capture the logo. There we go. I got it on my second try. Right across that focused band. Being a photo nerd here instead of shooting hi-fi. I'm just using hi-fi to test out my lenses.
Yeah. That's why I asked what lens you were using, because for these kind of shot, I love a 50 millimeter.
Oh,
That-
okay.
that
And I do
bokeh, yeah, that
have a
bokeh
50 as
and-
well.
Yeah.
Some of them, my 35 and 85 are macro lenses, so it allows me to get even closer.
Nice, yeah.
The 50s are general sort of purpose lens, so I didn't quite bring it out that much. I probably should have for some of the portraits, like the beer tasting night. Should have had that one out for that night, but I wasn't running the right gear that night. The X6 is in, well, for a reason that's unfortunate, they went from static display to active display. And I can tell you that story later. Similar story as the Win Audio Room, which sucks. Close up on that carbon fiber in that driver.
Yeah.
Which is not a TechStream driver, everybody. You hear me? Again, it's not a TechStream driver. They make their own drivers in-house. Borison himself is a driver designer, so
Yeah.
why would he buy an off-the-shelf driver?
Exactly. They're amazing.
I don't have. I'm gonna get very repetitive if I keep talking about them, but they're beautiful. They were really cool to take photos of this time with all of the different angles and everything, the different details, the lighting that they had on the other side of the room. Pretty cool stuff.
They have a very like if you see a Borison, you know it's a Borison. There's nothing like it on the market. There's nothing that have that shape, that little really thin back but big front, and and it's nice that they do it like that, because yes, it's a very tall speaker, but because it has that rounded shape that goes really thin in the back, they don't take that much space in a room.
Yeah, they're not as imposing as you would think they were.
Yeah, exactly.
I love them. I mean Borison's previous company, Rido, kind of similar. They have similar sort of, even naming. They have an X series, they have this series, they have an XT series, that so there's some of that DNA there, but this is like version 2. This is like an unfiltered, no restriction version. So everything got leveled up when you move up to these, as far as I'm concerned.
Yep.
Of course, there's the DNA is similar, but it is improved.
Yeah, amazing products.
Couple of I was in the headphone room, and I kind of I didn't know what to do in there because I'm not familiar with everything. So I'm like, let me just capture as much as possible, and then maybe it's appealing for those that are into like headphone amp and DAC sort of stuff.
The Can Jam people. It's our mini Can Jam. Yeah, you
Yeah,
got to cover it for them.
Yeah, exactly. The Urbana event is kind of designed for the Can Jam people and people who love headphones. I'm a big headphone guy. Our only complaint, if we could say that, as the organization, is that the Can Jam setup of everybody on a flat table, you sit in front of like 10 unit in front of you. It scares regular people away. So if you're not like, I'm sorry, it's gonna be very if you're not the Asian IE fanatic, this kind of look will scare people away. We saw that like people of like 50 years old and more would not get into the room, but they would come and see the Sennheiser room and the Grado room because they can sit on a couch and it feels like you're at home. So if I can just turn my camera around, see, this is my headphone setup in my store.
Right.
I don't know if you see it. It's like a lounge
my
chair.
side, yes.
Yeah, so it's a lounge chair. So that's why me and Sarah, we put so much effort, and we're glad that the first time Sennheiser came at Toronto, they had that table style, and then in Montreal they were like, nope, we're doing a full living room, and they did the same thing in Toronto, and we saw that more people would come to our booth than in the Urbana room, just because of that feeling of, oh, this is what it would look in my living room. I can put a side table by my couch and have my amplifier and my headphones there. It's not the problem with the flat table is it makes you feel like, oh, this is things for my desk, not something for my living room. So we're trying to bring people like Pasta is doing a great job since Montreal. We showed her the way to do it. And so when you show the product in a way that people use it in their home, they want to buy it. If you
Right.
show them product like you are in a showroom or in a can jam, they don't tend to, if you're not a maniac of that environment, people will not tend to come and check your product and try it. And
Right.
we're trying to have the Odyssey guys to kind of understand that, because they did not had a good weekend. They ordered like 3 table, ended up with 2 because they didn't know how to set up their stuff, and they were not very happy with the result of their weekend. And we spoke with them and say like, well, if you put 1 or 2 chair with a side table, and you put, instead of putting like 10 amplifier on your table, you, like we spoke earlier, just put 1 or 2 and show how people can set up their system at home. People will come and will buy your product because they see it. Like, I love that every now speaker company have that AR thing, and they're like, yeah, put your phone up and you'll see the speaker appear in your living room, so you can
Right.
kind of see what it will look like before. Well,
Yeah.
if you do that in shows, people will come and buy your
Yeah, it
stuff
looks
because
more
they
like,
see,
yeah, they're
they see at the
familiar.
show it would look like that in my living room.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And
So
I can,
please,
It's so much work to bring my own furniture to shows, but the
Yeah, it
first
is.
thing I do is get that table and those shitty banquet chairs out of here. Like, we're not doing that. I don't care
Yeah.
how many times I have to go back and forth to a van. I don't care how much I have to bring. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, that's why
So-
we're renting the furniture, so they get delivered to the show and they got bring back to the show. You don't have to transport anything.
yeah. Make it look like home.
Oh, that's a nice spaghetti right
Yeah,
there. That's
nice
a nice spaghetti.
I'll be
That's
right
the
back. I'll just go
that's
get
the
my,
pasta.
yeah, that's the pasta.
That's the
That's my
pasta shot.
spaghetti.
Just give me 1 quick second. I'll go get my computer charger. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Yep.
That's
And
a good
then-
shot. That's a.
That evening that it rained.
The keg.
Oh.
I thought you were gonna catch the subway. That place was popping, man.
Is that all you guys ate? Sandwiches? The whole
Basically,
time?
yeah.
Yeah.
We raided that subway location. Like, they were so busy.
Man, we went to a great sushi place and we sat down and we ordered an entire bottle of sake. As soon as we sat down, we're like, hot
Amazing.
sake now.
It's been a
We
while
need it.
since I've had any of that. That's for sure.
It's like, let's go.
All right, so my charger is at home and I'm at the store. So I
Gotcha.
have 10% battery left
Oh,
on my
no.
MacBook. So
I've got to
I'll-
scroll through some of the rest of this anyways. I got to get going as well. We've been
Yeah.
on here
Yeah.
for
2 hours.
almost two
Yeah.
and a half hours, which
Yeah.
is incredible to have an audience in here for this whole time. So thank you guys for
That's-
sitting in with me. This is
That's what
incredible.
happened when you bring Speedy Gonzalez. He's gonna talk and talk and talk and fill time and
Hey, it's worth it. All the background details about the show and the integral part of some of the gear. Like, it's really nice to have had you on the show to fill in the spaces where I didn't know some of this stuff. So thank you for that.
thank you. I appreciate it, man.
Yeah,
So
it's been very.
I'll stay with you until everything powers down and I'm just gone.
So when you disappear, we know the battery
Yeah,
gave out.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. The battery is out.
Okay.
Let me bring down the lighting of the screen.
the brightness- brightness down.
Let's bring the brightness down. There we go. I don't
All the battery
Power save,
possible.
I
power
don't see you
save.
guys anymore. I don't see the picture anymore, but I'll still know. When it's
Yeah,
dying,
it was
it's
nice.
dying.
You were very informative on like a lot of this stuff because I'm not really like in the scene. So
Yeah, he's my
Learning all
my
this.
new Padawan basically. I adopted him as a media friend, someone I know is capable of doing those things, but in the audio space it's new. So we have there's a couple videos where we did specially walking from room to room and getting opinions and walking through all that kind of stuff. So that'll be like its own series.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's a lot to take in, especially at this level as a big show instead of just someone's system at home. It's could probably overwhelming, but at the same time, it's like none of us got into this cold. We all had somebody that knew something to say, hey, check this out. This is what this does. That's how this works. Here's where this makes a difference. We all had guides in our lives. So
Yeah, absolutely. It's a funny story that I love to tell. I'll do it really, really quick. But basically, my career in audio started in 2010 when I started working for Centre Hi-Fi, which is like a big
Mhm.
chain of store here in Quebec. Basically, in Ontario, I think it's called Vision. So it's the same. It's the same company. So I started with them, and during my interview, the guy was like, "Well, what do you know about electronic?" I'm like, "Well, I know how to open my TV
Yeah.
and close it, and that's about it." But the people, my manager at the time was passionate about technology and stuff like that, and like the first few times, like the first few days, the training that we received was basically the incorrect way of doing this. So
Oh.
basically, read the spec list and learn it by heart. And I was like, okay, I have ADHD, so learning spec sheet by heart is not my thing. So I went on the internet and started talking to Caleb Dennison, to
Right. He's
Jeffrey
amazing.
Morrison, more in the TV space at the time, but starting to talk with Jeffrey Morrison and Caleb Dennison, these guys. And at the time, like in 2010, Twitter was not what it is today, so they had the time to respond to you and answer question and stuff like that. They would engage with their fans and their public. And these guys, the way they were talking about electronic, it has nothing to do with specification. Like they always say, remove all the TV from the wall, and you're basically like, okay, this is a 120 hertz 4K TV. That one is a 120
Mhm.
hertz 4K TV. So, and if you bring back the TV and you remove all the spec lists, now you see the real product. So
Right.
they gave me that little touch of, oh no, learning electronic and talking about electronic and selling electronic is about the story and about the emotion. If you're selling on spec, you will never sell a product in your life.
Right.
Like audio is subjective, it's art. So you cannot win somebody. Yes, some audiophile will talk like, oh, I got a 4 microfarad more on my amp with these new cable and stuff. Okay, cool. You're the 1% of the 1%. But for regular people, you have to know the emotion that the speaker will bring, the way the amplifier sound, what kind of, like, you are better off talking about like, oh, this is cold or hot or soft or speedy, than just saying like, oh yeah, that is a 500 watt under 8 ohm and 1,000 watt under 4 ohms.
Yeah.
And that what got me into this business. It's the story behind the product more
Yeah.
than the product
Yeah.
itself. And after that, I met Michel and I met Pierre Blais, who are
Yeah.
just passionate people, and they will talk about their product like they talk about their child on the Sunday afternoon. And and it's like that. And that what got me to be working in that industry for almost 15 years.
Yeah. It really is I always say it's the connections that you have with your friends, and the audio and the music itself is something you're sharing with the friends that you have, and
Yeah.
the specs are just a roadmap, essentially. The experience is really what draws us in and makes it meaningful, and then the rest of it is just sort of, it is what it is at that point.
Absolutely.
So this is actually going to be my last photo, one of the more signature shots that I take.
I can answer that question from Pixel Castle 6440. No, Totem were not at the show because Totem rely a lot on retailer to be at those show. They don't really present themselves. So this year, I think in Toronto they have less retailer, and those retailer will present other products. So it's very rare to see Totem at Toronto. They always do a big room in Montreal.
Yes. Yeah.
But Toronto, they are, if they don't, because no, I will not open that
Yeah.
paraphrase. But yeah, don't open the Pandora box that is Totem. But yeah, so basically, Totem rely on retailer to go at those show, and they don't have that many retailer in Toronto that are interested in showing those products.
Yeah. Yeah, that's their display is much bigger in the Montreal space.
Yeah, because they have that basically that one retailer that is Centre Hi-Fi again, that has the money and the power to put out that big room and showcase all the totem products.
Yeah. Well, that's going to wrap up my photo scroll. There's a number of others from my phone, but I'm not going to load them right now. I appreciate you guys for hanging out that long. I mean, it's a long time to just sit and
Yeah, that
bear
was
with
fun.
me.
That was good.
Yeah.
It's nice. I didn't get to see the show. I was there, but I didn't get to see it. So now I've experienced it.
What you're talking about? We've been talking audio for 2.5 hours. That's 1/4 of our that's 1/10 of our day at the Audiofest.
Yeah.
we start talking about audio at 8 a.m. before the show open, and we stop talking audio at 2 in the morning when we finally go to sleep.
You go to dinner and you're still talking about audio. It's like, shut up.
Like we were driving back with Sebastian from Kef and Motet, and basically all the drive we were talking, listening to music, talking about that music. Oh, have you heard this new artist? Yeah. Oh, it sounds so good. Like I'm sad that I have a Bose system in my car because that album sounds so great on sound system. So like we're addict.
Yeah.
Like,
it
like
is an addiction.
Yeah, exactly. There is there is not a moment in my life that we're not talking about that we're not ingrained in that universe. Like I close the shop at 4 p.m., go home, take a shower, take a small bite, and then I come back to the shop and just listen to music until I'm just too tired to even switch the song. And so yeah, we are in that space, and when you get in that space, it's just your way of life now.
Yeah.
That's it. This is it.
Yep.
Well, I found one more photo from the theater. Oh my God, I have to share it.
Thank you, Pixel Castle.
Here's the shot from in the theater.
Yeah. Freaking insane.
So the speakers are all lit up. You can see where everything was set up. That's the best that I got from there.
Yeah.
So
it was and all these ceiling speaker, like
yeah, the height speakers above. There was four. There was a full Atmos. It was 7.4.4. Essentially,
me and Michel were so jealous of the EQ team, because in Montreal, me and Michel, we had to set up that kind of show structure with the big pillar and everything, and we had to screw everything together like big bolt. And the EQ team came, took the pillar, just put it on a tripod, and
where they mounted it on the floor and then raised it.
And we're like, "Are you kidding me?" It took us like 2 hours to set up everything because we had to screw everything up. These just put and 15 seconds later it's up and everything's set up. I was
like you said, they have a really professional team to like help them set up everything, and they know how to go about it the right way. I mean, think about it. You have 4 quadrants with audio in it, 6 quadrants total with displays, plus a home theater that needs to be dialed in with Trinov. Like they really busted some ass.
They had a team of like 15 people helping.
More than that.
Build all
like
that
20
up.
plus people in there.
Yeah,
I mean, like I said, I got something special sort of documented. So we're gonna see the fruits of that labor come to fruition at some point.
Michel
as soon as I can find some time.
Michel is saying, "Oh, I love that." Yeah, Michel, your team is absolutely excellent. They are real heroes.
Yeah, the whole team did amazing work.
Yeah.
So don't worry, I'm not gonna let them rest too long.
And I would spend my whole Wednesday and Thursday just going into their room and saying like, "What's happening? You're not done yet, guys? Come on, you're like 20 people in there. What's happening?"
Yeah.
TikTok, guys, TikTok.
Well, don't worry. I mean, as soon as the showroom gets put back together, I mean, listen, we're still putting the showroom back together. As soon as that room gets put back together, guess who's coming up there with a camera? Like no rest for the wicked. You're going to be put on the spot again. Yeah, this year, even from last year, I remember going in at certain times, and I hear that even this year, like everybody was on point.
Yeah,
they really did a truly amazing job. So
on our Sunday, sorry about that. On our Sunday team meeting, we were basically like all in awe and wondering like, where's the fuck up gonna come? Because that was our best show. Everything went smoothly.
Mm-hmm.
Installation of the show went faster than it usually did. Usually on the Thursday we're running like crazy,
Yeah.
and this year Thursday was basically just making sure that everything was cool because everything was set up almost like for us. I mean, not EQ. We're working until Thursday night, but for us at the Audio Fest, the sticker were on Wednesday.
Right.
Every panel, everything, all the markings were done. And basically Thursday we were just going around making sure that everybody else were having the help that they need to set up their shop and stuff like that. So yes, even for us at the organization, it was one of the best and easiest edition of that show. It was awesome. The Monday, because people think, oh yeah, Sunday night everything is gone. No, we still have pallet to push into truck on Monday, and it went super swell. So yeah, congratulations to everybody that was there. You all did amazing job presenting your products, and you made our life easier for the organization.
Yeah, it was a great show, and I'm glad. I'm honored that I get to go and be part of it from that side. It takes so much work and so much effort that no one ever gets to see. And companies that had seen the photos were all thanking me for some of the photos and showing up. And Gashelli Labs was saying that I seem to make their products look a certain way. And my response to them was just, well, I'm honored to be around, and I'm trying to make your efforts look that much more appealing for more people. So for those who weren't there, I get to do this kind of thing with my friends, of course, with you guys, and explain a little bit more about the show, talk about how much work it actually is. And many of the reps don't even get to break at all because it's like show after show after show. It's like, I just got home. I have 2.5 days or 1.5 days, and I got to go out again. Pastas, go ahead. Go ahead, tell them why.
I'm on my way to Capital tomorrow, so
Right.
it's like.
And Sarah has started today working already on the Montreal show, so it never stopped.
No rest for the wicked. No rest.
Thank you, Michelle. Is all part. It's all because of Sarah, of course. If you think at the show that we, the team, are working hard, it's nothing compared to Sarah. So basically, we are 7, 8 part of that team, and all us 8, we do the exact same amount of work that Sarah does by herself for months before preparing the show, at the show. If you ever see Sarah at the show, please tell her how much you love her, because she's up at 5 every morning and she goes to bed at 2 every night for the full week. Yeah. Because
it's a lot to do.
Yes, because like after the show, we have to go and prepare for the after party, and she has to deal with everybody that is there that are asking with stuff. And during all the show, like it can be as easy as, oh shit, I forgot to bring a power cord. Ah, cool, we got this. All right, Sarah, can you bring me a power cord? To, hey Sarah, I need this furniture move out of the room. So it's Sarah is just working so hard during that week, and she will never show it that she's tired. She will never show that she's angry at some people. She will go over that showroom with the smile, with that energy. But yeah, Sarah is working the work that 5 people would do. We made the joke during the weekend that that's Sarah. That after Sarah is done, we would put all our resources together and buy back the Audiofest. And we just realized after saying that yeah, but we need to find a Sarah to hire because none of us can do what she does. So
yeah, truly amazing efforts.
And now that Michelle is out, she's basically doing 100% everything.
Well, she's got a really good team around her. So we're all looking forward to Montreal, and I'll definitely be there for that show as well. If I can squeeze in some other shows between now and then we'll see what happens. But
yeah, Montreal will be insane because
it always is.
It always is, yeah. I will not say more. This is just a tease because I'm under NDA for that. But Toronto next year will be very different and will be very, very, very much better.
Nice. I'm looking forward to
Ooh,
it.
that's exciting.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Not saying anything more. You will
that's
Can't
not.
wait.
spicy.
Yeah,
Wait,
you
I
will
need
not get
more.
anything
News.
more out of me. But yeah,
Come
be
on.
prepared because Toronto next year will be something else.
Yeah.
Somebody's gonna start twisting his arm.
Yeah, and Michelle, you are absolutely right. Sarah is our rock. We all run that store floor, that show floor, like chicken without head. And every time we have emotion building up, we just have to look at Sarah and say like, "Oh, okay, cool, we're good, we're good." We have that pillar of
The lighthouse.
stability. Yeah, we have that pillar of stability in our team.
Awesome. Well, thanks guys for hanging out. We're going to
Always.
end this stream. Thank you to the audience that's watching, and awesome that Michelle from EQ Audio came to join us. I mean, we showcase pretty much every system in that whole space, and there's even more to come because all the sound edits and demos and sound clips and all that stuff. I still have hours of footage to shoot. So, stay tuned to anybody that's watching this that comes by afterwards. You don't have to subscribe, but at least bookmark my page and come back. Comment on anything that you wish. That's a really
What do
good
you
way to
mean?
continue
No,
the
tell them
conversation.
to smash that like button.
No,
What are
I'm
you
not going
doing?
to sound like every other person out there. You don't even have to like the page, whatever. Just keep coming back and commenting.
We'll do it for you, please. Joseph is an amazing guy. He loves what he does, and so please subscribe, like, make it be his job for the rest of his life. So
if I don't have to have a 9-to-5 job, I'll do audio all the time. I just need the support getting there.
That'd be great.
Yeah, it would be great.
absolutely.
So thank you everyone for being here. We're just going to sign out here, and then we're all probably going to go to bed.
Yeah.
At least I know I am.
Not me.
What do you mean? I have sound system to tune up. I have to test some headphones. Yeah, we're not bed. We're not in bed.
I have a VPI to use behind me. I got
Well,
stuff
fine.
to
You
do.
guys can do your audio stuff. I'm going to bed because I'm tired.
Thanks for
Okay.
having
All right.
us.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
All right,
Joseph.
thanks
It
guys
was
for
great.
being here.
See ya, man.
See
Thanks.
everybody later. Keep watching the channel. All the stuff is coming out as soon as I can get to it. Obviously not today, but we'll see you in the next one. Okay, see you
right.
everybody.
See ya, man.
Bye.